Oh. Our family just wrapped up a 7-day cruise on the Carnival Jubilee, and we're going to tell you all about it. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
James, you cannot take that.
We take a speaker every time we go on a cruise. What do you mean?
I know that, but Carnival banned Bluetooth speakers, so can't take it.
Fine. Carnival doesn't want us to have them. We won't bring it.
Well, I guess we're just gonna have to find our dance inspiration somewhere else.
It's kind of weird. I'm not used to not having this.
It was the day before our highly anticipated 7-day cruise on one of Carnival Cruise Line's most sought-after ships. Our family hopped on a flight to Houston, Texas, ready to board Carnival Jubilee the next day. We were no strangers to cruising or to Carnival. In fact, we had just recently sailed on Jubilee's sister ship, the Mardi Gras, and had a blast. While the two ships shared a similar design, this cruise had a brand new itinerary for us. Day 1. Embarkation Day. Day 2, Sea Day. Day 3, another Sea Day. Day 4, Mahogany Bay, Roatan. Day 5, Costa Maya, Mexico. Day 6, Cozumel, Mexico. Day 7, final Sea Day. And Day 8, back to reality, disembarkation. But the real question was, would Jubilee live up to the hype? Would it be as good, better, or worse than our Mardi Gras experience? We had the famous Kindle Fire as our cruise director once again, which meant the energy was bound to be high. But would this cruise surprise us or just feel like more of the same?
I don't know.
Throughout this video, we're bringing you along for the full 7-day experience. From embarkation to every port, every sea day, and every unforgettable moment in between. This is our story.
We made it.
All right, another cruise. We flew into Houston last night and are staying the night here at Holiday Inn Express because we are cruising out of Galveston, Texas. Today is Embarkation Day. We are cruising on the Carnival Jubilee, built in 2023, part of the XL class ships. Currently, at this time, the sister ships in the XL class are Carnival Celebration and Mardi Gras, which last year, if you've been following us, we did a whole series on Mardi Gras. So all three of these ships, the Jubilee, Celebration, and Mardi Gras, are going to be similar in layouts and design. These XL class ships are the largest Carnival ships to date. And I think that all three of them had older versions of themselves. I already kind of know where I'm going, so that's one thing that I don't have to spend a whole lot of time figuring out.
This cruise is a first for our little dude. He is going on this cruise with just mom and dad, so it's just the three of us.
So we got a balcony room for this cruise. Aidric's very first balcony room.
Our room has a balcony. It's my first time being on the balcony.
That'll be fun. I love balcony rooms. I like having the extra space that a balcony provides. Don't have to hang out in the bathroom too much because I have my balcony. Don't need to be hanging out singing in the bathroom. I can sing out on the balcony. I'm sure everyone wants to hear me partying on the balcony.
I'm missing school for this trip, so it's the best. And my friends are missing me right now, I bet. One of my best friends was so sad. He did not want me to go. And I was like, bro, calm down. Yeah, the most excited thing I'm so excited about on going on the cruise is there's so many restaurants that we've been to last time. Like Big Chicken, that was one of my favorites. There's pools, and also another thing I'm excited about is the buffet. I'm also excited about the water park too. I forgot the water park was even going on. I'm also excited about, what was I just gonna say?
We're gonna get in an Uber, drive to the Galveston port, and we're gonna get on the Carnival Jubilee. Our very first time sailing out of Galveston.
The real feel yesterday was 35 degrees down here yesterday in Texas City, Texas. This is the first time that we've gone to a cruise port with our winter coats. We'll see what a sail away party looks like in the cold. Where we're going, it's going to be nice and warm.
Galveston port was a bit different than what we're used to.
Real cute. Really cute.
I kind of liked it, though, to tell you the truth. The whole process took us about an hour, maybe slightly longer than an hour to get done.
It was super simple. The line was pretty long. We had like a 12:30 embarkation time. Walked in. Everyone was super nice.
They were going a little bit harder on the security checks.
They're being real strict about those speakers. Like,
They made sure to mention the Bluetooth thing.
Carnival banned portable speakers. James's bag with his cameras, they thought there was a speaker in there. She's like, there's a speaker in there. He said, nah, there's not. She's like, yes, there is. I'm like, okay, there's not.
It was my microphone, which I'm using right now, but I could see how it could resemble a Bluetooth speaker.
And so we helped her like kind of go through the bag, and she noticed that there was no speaker, but they're being strict.
They're not screwing around when it comes to the Bluetooth speakers.
There was like a little pile of portable speakers that was behind the little machine. I assume that they get labeled, I hope, and then go back to these individuals.
Getting on the ship was pretty easy.
For the most part, the whole process was pretty straightforward. But anyway, we got on the ship, and yes, the ship is very much like the Mardi Gras, which we expected. There's some differences, but
Overall, it kind of looks pretty similar to the Mardi Gras.
these ships have 6 themed zones. This ship has 2 different ones than the Mardi Gras, which I'll be going over later.
I'm excited to kind of experience those.
As soon as we got on the ship, we went straight to our muster station, and I encourage you to do the same because it's so fast, easy. Just go to your muster station, get it done. It's on your boarding pass.
It literally took less than 3 minutes.
Get it done because the ship can't leave until everyone has done their muster drill. We went back to the summer landing area where the Pig and Anchor is.
That's also where there will be like sporting. It's kind of like a sports bar back there. So like if you're here during football season, you'll be able to go back there and watch the game along with the Red Frog pub. You'll be able to go watch your sporting events there as well.
Walked out on the outer deck. I love that deck 8 because that's one part of the ship on a lower deck where you can kind of walk around the outer deck and, you know, get some nice sea views. A lot of the restaurants on that deck, they all have like outdoor seating. There might be a designated smoking section on that deck too, if I remember correctly.
Went to the Pig and Anchor, got some food.
Which we really enjoyed the last time we were on the Mardi Gras.
They got a little outdoor spot where you can go up and get food. They had pork, chicken, all kinds of barbecue there.
The sauces you could put on your pork, chicken. It was delicious. Aidric loved the mac and cheese so much he went up and got another serving.
I got some pork, chicken, and some beans. Oh man, my beans were awesome too. They were smoked, so good.
We ate it and then we moved on. We did some walking around, checked out a couple of the bars, the pools, the shops, and then just remember when you're in port, you do have to pay taxes, even if you have the drink package. And then we decided that it was time to check and see if our room was ready. Our keys were outside of our room, came in, kind of unpacked a little bit, chilled out. Day 1 is always kind of a different day. Normally when we don't have the kids, we get on and like stop number 1 with our friends is like the bar. And you get a drink and you celebrate your trip, but this time it's a little different. But yeah, so far, so good.
All right, this is room 10482 here on the Carnival Jubilee. This is a standard balcony room at the aft of the ship. There is actually a key already into the slot. This must be in this slot for the room 2 function with lights and all that good stuff. So
Flicker, 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 flicker. We have the bathroom, which I haven't even seen yet.
there is the trash, some extra supplies, some storage down below, and up top there's one outlet.
We got a sink. We got soap. We have the shower here.
The shower door kind of slides. So this shower actually is not bad sized. When I close the door, I'm 5'3.5" and I can't touch the other side. So not too bad. Adjustable shower head, shower gel and shampoo are here. The towels are hanging on the wall. You do have like this nice little makeup mirror, and then you have your little hooks here. So when you walk out of the restroom,
Here's the storage.
there's your safe. Just takes a code or a credit card. And then there's some drawers that pull out and some hanging storage. And then on the other side here, there's 5 shelves. And then the bottom, there's a couple more storage areas. So a decent amount of storage here. And then this one right here has your full-length mirror. Always handy to have in these rooms. Another couple storage bins with lots of hangers. I mean, there's like a full-length hanging area here. Unfortunately, all of our winter coats are in there right now because it is cold here today. So this is the main living area of this room.
We also got the mini fridge. What a flex.
A little refrigerator with a see-through door. There are 2 bottles of water here. They are $4.75 a piece. All right, so this top drawer has the bags. These bags are for your laundry service. So there is laundry service you can pay for. I believe if you're platinum, you get laundry service as well. But your blow dryer's in your second drawer here. I've heard these blow dryers on this ship are actually awesome. So I'll let you know later. And then another drawer down here. There are 4 USB ports here. And then there's 3 regular plugs, whatever those are called. You have your room phone here as well. When we got here, these documents were already set up here. This is your good to know times, and then this is fun times. This is the schedule of the day. There is everything that's happening on the ship, where we're going, the places to get food, drinks for the day, music, shopping, all the entertainment, all that good stuff. It is day 1, so just remember day 1 is not a normal day. A lot of stuff is not open or does not open until later in the day. This is also a little seating area. These are our towels. This just says that these are your towels. These are the only beach towels that are to be taken off. If you lose them, they will be billed to $22 per towel. They did not give us enough towels, so we only have 2, so we will have to reach out for 1 more towel. This is a little area that you can put stuff in, little storage area. You have a trash under there as well. This is normally a couch, little sofa. They made this into Aidric's bed. So a little twin size bed here. It looks pretty comfortable.
And here we have a master king size bed, but you can split it into 2.
You do pick the options for your bed prior to your arrival. You can make these into 2 separate twin size beds, or you can put them together for a king bed. This is for your luggage. Don't put your luggage on your bed. Put it on this thing. And then you hide your luggage cases underneath the bed. There's nice little reading lights here that are like movable.
Just in case me and Mom want to read some books.
There's also underneath those reading lights, there are USB at the bottom of each reading light. And then there's like a little bedside, I don't know, table. I do know some people said that they didn't like how close it was to the balcony.
And also we have the TV.
This will have minimal channels.
I'm just watching Cartoon Network.
But it will also have the ability to show you everything that you need to know about your account information, how much you've spent, all that good stuff on the TV as well. This is our balcony.
The balcony is the best part.
There, right here, it tells you how to open the door. There's a child safety lock up here as well.
Here we are, the precious balcony. It's opened. Watch your step. You can really break a leg there. Oh!
Nice little balcony.
We have 2 chairs.
Little table. It's really cold.
Now that we got all of that done, I'm ready to cruise, baby, but we still got some people that got to do their muster drills. Make sure you download the app because the Carnival app is so interactive and you can do so much from it. It's your lifeline while you're on your cruise.
Hello, your cruise director here. Welcome on board our beautiful vessel for your 7 days full of fun. Once again, for the 300 guests, you must go to your muster station if you have not already done so at this time. We greatly appreciate all those who are following these very important safety guidelines and now know what to do on board in the event of an emergency.
Dude, when you get on the ship, go straight to your muster station.
We can't leave until every single person on the ship has done the muster drill. It's just a safety measure that they put in place years ago, and all ships have to abide by it.
They teach you how to do a life jacket and what happens, like where you go, all that good stuff.
Get it done so we can all go to the sail away party. I'm ready to get out there.
Oh my God.
Oh, speaking of which,
Good afternoon, Carnival Jubilee. This is Captain Stefano Bonica speaking.
there's the
from
captain
bridge.
speaking.
If you have yet to do so, please reach your muster station now before departure.
Sail away party begins at 4. Never been to a sail away party that there's not people swimming everywhere. I'm gonna go in my winter coat. Oh, here comes another announcement. It just said that we're preparing to sail.
We went to the sail away party, deck 16. This is usually where they have most of the big Lido deck parties, right? They have them around the pool area. It was crowded. We got there a little too late, so we couldn't really see much. But we got a bucket of beer at the Red Frog Bar, which I like those because you can take those and put them in your fridge for later. The sail away party was winding down. We were cruising now, leaving land and pulling away from the Galveston port. We hung out at the back of the ship near the ultimate playground, home to fun activities like the Bolt roller coaster. While Brandy and Aidric played a quick game of mini golf, I soaked up the beauty of us sailing out to sea. It was a little chilly, but finally, we were moving. That sun feels so good. Coldest day of the cruise is today.
That is not 5'3".
Well, we're off land. We're gonna be off land for the next couple days. How do you feel about that?
I feel good.
How much ice cream have you eaten?
This is my third one. Because of Fire said, get as much ice cream you want.
The lifeguard.
And that one. They took the wrong one.
Ah.
It's beautiful. It's so
Off
cold,
sea.
but it's beautiful.
We're off sea. So good.
Aidric convinced me to put my swimsuit on and go down to a aft and get in that hot tub.
Mom, it feels so good. We went to the hot tub, then we did that.
They had it all to themselves because it was so cold out there. Nobody wanted to be out there at that time, right?
So, yep, I got in the hot tub. James didn't do it. He held our towels until we got out.
Man, this is what I love about cruising. This right here. These views, just being on the water, moving. I love it. Some kids were daring enough to jump into the pool, I saw. That was kind of funny. Yeah, crazy kids.
But yeah, Aidric convinced me to do it. I did it. It was the right choice. We kind of got to watch the sunset back there, so it was really pretty. It was beautiful.
I had their towels ready for when they got out.
I got it right here.
Oh, it feels so cold. I hate this. Yeah, I hate this. Mom, come out quick.
Oh my gosh, no, this is totally not what I enjoyed.
They were okay.
Aidric, I cannot believe you talked me into this.
They survived.
Well, a very good evening, Carnival Jubilee family, and once again, welcome on board this beautiful vessel for your sails. So swing by, see what tickles your face. All this fuel has to be fuel and fun, so you guys need to make sure you're fueled up as well. Don't forget to enjoy all of your dinner options and check out all those specialty restaurants.
Man, I'll tell you what, it's been cold today, but it is a beautiful, calm night. I forgot this about the whole balcony thing. Got my own little space. Come out here and listen to the water. It's so relaxing out here. A little cold, a little chilly, but it's even colder at home right now, so I'm okay with it. Got around and went to the Alchemy Bar.
We got some drinks at the Alchemy Bar. I got the 40 is the new 20. It was delicious. It was so good.
And I got the drink called the Quick Fix.
It was green. It was a weird color. It tasted like black licorice.
Pretty good. I liked it. If you like black licorice, give that one a try.
But we went and watched some live entertainment down below the Alchemy Bar at the PhD or something like that.
Which is a different bar that we've never been to. And we watched this acoustic performer for a little while.
Aidric really did enjoy it. He thought that was pretty cool. We booked a table for the main dining hall tonight, and it was at the Pacific restaurant.
We did your time dining, which means we can run into the main dining anytime. We just have to schedule it, and then they'll send us a notification through the app telling us when they have availability, and we just show up there at that time. That's nice. It gives you a little bit more flexibility.
And we had our first experience at main dining.
Usually I'm pretty against main dining just because sometimes it takes so long.
Had the most amazing servers.
Jason is such a nice guy.
They're all nice, right? But
He was funny. He was really nice. All that kind of stuff.
He loved it. Aidric ate it up.
it was a good experience. The Brandy got a salad, and
I got Szechuan shrimp and a Caesar salad and a cheesecake, and James got,
I got salad, short rib.
yeah, he got short ribs.
I got nuggets.
He had 4 chicken nuggets with some fries, and he said, well, you're 8, so you get 2 plates of chicken nuggets.
I had 4, so then he changed it up to 8. I just saved this for my actual dinner. It's because I'm 8. and not 4. Can I get a double nugget, double fry, chicken nugget?
It's better than McDonald's, thank God.
Oh, wow. Dude,
First in the
that is a good chicken nugget.
That was delicious.
It is delicious.
And everything was like bam, bam, bam. Your food was there. It was delicious. Everything was hot and good. Service was with a smile and just a personality.
So when he came up and got our plates and stuff, he said beep beep. And for dessert, we had
I'm not a big dessert person, but the other two are. I mean, I like dessert, but I normally eat so much that I don't have room for it by the time we get there. But we got chocolate lava cake, Brandy got strawberry cheesecake, and Aidric got chocolate ice cream.
I ate Dad's dessert, my dessert. I almost ate everyone's dessert.
It was so fast. We could have been out of that place in a half hour, but we decided to sit there for a little bit longer because the show had started.
They had like an entertainment show.
And they even did like a show, kind of.
Lights will flash, the staff will do like a little dance. The song, Went Down Yonder on the Chattahoochee, is what they were dancing to. How did they know that was my favorite song?
Well, I went down yonder on the Chattahoochee. It gets hotter than a hoochie.
I loved it. Aidric loved it. James loved it. But when we were getting ready to leave, Aidric did not want to leave until he told Jason goodbye.
That was the fastest main dining experience I've had yet to date.
We might end up doing the main dining more often on this cruise.
Yeah, that's all.
We decided that we were going to try and do some more entertainment this trip. So
We stopped in at the Jubilee Theater, much like the Mardi Gras Theater. Almost the exact same layout, look.
and saw Dear Future Husband.
It was okay.
I loved it.
It had its funny moments, had a nice mixture of family-friendly entertainment.
It was 30 minutes, not long. It had comedy, upbeat, and it like kept you engaged.
You're getting older when a lot of the songs on cruise ships are geared towards your age group.
We all really enjoyed it.
Really good show. Really cool. Really funny.
So we're walking back. We're walking down through Grand Central, which Grand Central is the main entertainment area, right? Big glass window opening back behind the stage where you can see the sea on sea days. They have lots of big entertainment. I think they had something going on, but we missed it.
When we walked around the corner,
And we saw there was a line for people to get the picture taken with Kindle Fire.
Aidric was starstruck.
We met Kendall Fire. And we took a picture.
So she's like, buddy, what's your name? He's like, Aidric. And she's like, ooh, I love that name. That's unique. Aidric ate it up. He loved it. He's like, she's so beautiful. I'm like, she really is. And then we're looking at pictures and I'm like, damn, not only is she beautiful, but she's tall. I felt real short. But yeah, she was really tall.
She touched my arm.
I was freaking out. And
Sorry.
get out.
We walked away and he's like, I think I'm gonna cry. It's like, I can't believe I met the real Kindle Fire. But if you've never experienced Kindle Fire on a ship, she's so fun. After the theater show, Aidric was ready to call it a night, come back, and we didn't disagree. We did see a woman in the casino win $4,250 some. It wasn't me.
On a slot machine.
Yeah, it was on a 50-cent bet on a slot machine. Yeah, I know not to sit at that one because that one ain't a hitting again. But overall, it was a great first day. I really do feel like we actually got a lot done today.
Oh, this is 28. 280.
This is
Wait.
200 or 400.
I think it's funny how sometimes you'll be walking around the ship and you'll find like a random plate of pizza that someone just left in the corner or on the steps somewhere. Always pizza.
Mom lost the room key already, too.
Get out of here. But yeah, it was a great day. It's a great first day. So tomorrow is a sea day. I'm excited to have 2 sea days at the beginning of our trip.
You're going to want to stick around, see those, because we're going to be going over a lot of things about the ship. We're gonna show you some of these ports that we're visiting. But yeah, tomorrow,
Hopefully we'll get to warmer weather.
it's just gonna get gradually warmer and warmer as we go, because we're going to the warmest destination first. Very first sea day, Carnival Jubilee. This is my favorite part about cruising right here. Man, I miss balcony rooms. It's so beautiful. Man, that sound of the water is just so calming. I miss that about a balcony. You just sit out here and listen to the water like whoosh, whoosh. And today it's not too hot where I could actually leave the door open for a little bit. It's looking a little cloudy so far, but they ain't gonna stop us from having a good time. I'm ready to take on this sea day. I need to get myself pumped up. I think I need to do some push-ups or something. Get myself ready to go for the sea day. Do some push-ups. Do some push-ups or something. Yeah. I got my push-ups, I got my shower. I am ready to go. I love sea days. Sea days get me pumped.
Oh, heck yeah, boy.
There's a party on the Lido deck, and you're invited. Okay, so far, the weather, a bit cloudy. Warmer though, it's getting warmer. That's all I care about. I can deal with some clouds. You can't fix the weather, and the weather's been like this all around the country right now. Well, I guess I'm not in the country anymore, but you know what I mean. What are your plans for today?
Pool. That's all. Pool and arcade.
Sounds like we're gonna have a good couple days here and then some port days. I'm excited for the Cozumel port, but the Costa Maya port, we'll have to see. I've seen some mixed reviews. And then Mahogany Bay. We went to breakfast down at the marketplace, the buffet. I got a coffee. The coffee and the buffet is kind of blah, but there's a coffee shop here.
How was the buffet for breakfast?
Aidric really liked his food. The food looked really good. The selection was pretty good. There's like the omelet bar, obviously, and then there was eggs and bread pudding and fresh toast and all kinds of stuff that was all around. The staff was great, but yeah, it was good. I was gonna go to the Blue Iguana and get myself a burrito, but I just sat down and decided I was just gonna drink a cup of coffee and save myself for some big chicken this afternoon. So that's my plan. I am excited to do like the little poolside little shops that you can walk up and get like dumplings or french fries or so we'll go do that. There is an option to have food delivered to you anywhere on the ship for a fee. There's a menu on your hub app. You can pay a fee and it will be delivered to you wherever you're sitting at. So that's kind of cool. But even though it's cloudy, we are still doing some sunbaths.
Thanks.
All right, so here we go. We're gonna go out, see what this sea has in store for me. What does the sea have in store for me?
Got around and we decided that we were gonna go to the Lido deck.
So we went to the Lido deck, and on the Lido deck, there's a bunch of free places to eat. Some cost money, some are free. We went to Steam Dream and got some kind of tacos. It was like a pork taco, basically. That is good.
That makes the winter time.
That was good. What was the money?
I gave
Free.
it a 10.
We were gonna go to the pool there on the Lido deck, but it was very windy at that time and cooler right there on that deck. So we decided to go somewhere else.
Aidric wanted to go back to the aft on 16 and go back to the tide pool back there. So that's where we headed next.
I sat on a chair and just hung out and went through the Carnival app to see what we're gonna do for today. I was just kind of checking things out while Brandy and Aidric got into the hot tub.
It was nice back there. There was not as much wind. There was still nobody in the pools.
Nobody's in the pools because the pools were freezing, but that didn't stop Aidric from getting in.
I got in such a cold pool and swam around the pool And then I went back into the hot tub.
They were nuts. That water was freezing.
But you know, kids, they're crazy. They don't care. He's just happy to be in a pool right now. But while I was sitting there, I got into the app and I was looking at our pictures. See, since we've gotten on the ship, we've taken a bunch of pictures with the photographers. Well, those pictures then get uploaded to Carnival's app and you can go in and check your pictures and purchase those pictures if you would like. But I don't think I'd be purchasing any of those pictures from day 1 or day 2 because I kind of look creepy in every single one of them.
Creepy.
Maybe it was just the mood I was in yesterday or what, but I don't know. But yeah, creepy eyes. But anyway, the pictures that you like, you can heart them and then go back later and purchase the winners of the deal. I haven't looked at the prices yet, but they're probably not cheap. But you might have a gem in there that you might want to pay extra for.
And then they have the ice cream right there, which I'm pretty sure our kid could live on ice cream if we let him. But he and all the other kids lined up and got some ice cream.
Mustn't have been too cold. You're eating ice cream.
It's good.
Aidric has been talking about eating big chicken since we got off of the Mardi Gras. So we decided to eat there for lunch and it did not disappoint. Oh man, I got the shack attack. Oh, so good. And then I got a side of like sweet and spicy pickles. Delish. The fries were good with the shack sauce.
And I got Uncle Jerome's chicken sandwich.
Uncle Jerome.
And it was so freaking delicious. Oh my, Uncle Jerome knows how to make a chicken sandwich.
Oh damn, that's good.
I didn't get to try his. His was gone before I even knew it.
Aidric got chicken tenders.
Aidric ate the chicken tenders and he said they were just delicious.
I ate big chicken.
But yeah, it was super good. I remember when we did the Mardi Gras, Cora ate like big chicken every single day. 10 out of 10 for that big chicken back there. We really enjoy that every single time we've ate a big chicken. It's something our family actually looks forward to. In my eyes, it's better than Chick-fil-A. So
that was a great experience.
You don't want to miss it.
But anyway, while we were back there at the Tides pool, we stopped at the Tides pool bar for our first drink of the day. I got the Parched Pig IPA, and Brandy got a tequila sunrise, which was beautiful. She said first it was kind of, but she was good to go after that. She liked it. They don't open the beers, so if you just want to take that beer to go, and you weren't planning on drinking it right away, you can do that.
So we decided after we ate lunch and Aidric got his third ice cream cone that we were gonna go check out a different pool in a different area. So we went to our second favorite spot on the ship. We went down to the summer landing area, which is outside of Pig and Anchor. Well, it includes Pig and Anchor. There is like a little pool back there. Like you walk through Pig and Anchor, you go through the double doors to the outside and there's a pool.
There's a pool and there's some more hot tubs back there.
I don't know if just a lot of people don't know about it or what, but both times we've experienced these Carnival ships, there's not very many people back there on deck 8 in the back.
We picked a spot over by the watering hole bar. I sat there and just chilled in the seat while they got in the hot tub. 2
nice sized, relaxing hot tubs. They're like rectangular to where you can sit down on them. They're kind of angled. It is literally meant for you to just sit down, chill, and relax.
The hot tub was really good.
But the seating area around there is where it's at.
Aidric felt like he was getting ready for a nap. He wanted to lay down, so he got out of the hot tub and he laid down for a little while.
I almost fell asleep.
James and I sat and chatted while we sat on the chairs and had a drink and had a grand old time until the wind picked up and it started raining.
We went in. Aidric was ready for some more ice cream, so the Heroes Lounge in there has ice cream. Anywhere there's a pool, there's usually an ice cream station nearby, so keep your eyes open for that. They also have the strawberry and chocolate froyo there at that station, so check that out if you're into that. In that area, there was some football games going on because that's more, it's a real like sports bar-ish kind of atmosphere.
Definitely doesn't feel like you're on a ship when you walk in there. It feels like you're at a sports bar.
There are some big games happening right now at this time during the sailing, so there were a lot of people there. Like, I feel like half the ship is back there right now watching those games.
It's a good game.
Ah, he dropped it!
Stand up for the national anthem with 10 to the Chiefs.
And then James noted that they had some beers that he was really excited to try at the Pick and Anchor. They had different ones there at that bar. We learned that the last time too, that they brew a lot of their beer, but we're gonna have to stop down there later and get James one of his beers that he wanted to try down there.
Then after the Pick and Anchor, we came back to the room where we're at right now. You could see, since I'm on the balcony, you guys are gonna be impressed, but I ate 5 ice creams. I ate Mom's and all chocolate swirls, and we're only halfway through the day.
Got changed and decided to do this, and I think everybody's just kind of chilled out for a little while.
We are now at the room where the cruise is. Just the family, just chilling. It's a baby doggy, but I accidentally broke it, so I redid it. I had to fix it, and I felt sad for him.
I think it's time to go. Let's check out our Hub app and see what's going on.
So we went to the Golden Mermaid Bar. Never been to this bar before. They don't have one of these on the Mardi Gras. Looked like they had some really cool drinks there, but we got beer. I got the Parched Pig Amber Ale, and Brandy got a Blue Moon. But we plan on going back to that bar at some point and getting one of their fancy drinks. They have some like flashy little things that they do to some of their specialty drinks there. It looked like they had some live entertainment there certain parts of the day, and big open area, lots of little seating, and a really cool like chandelier thing that hangs from the ceiling over the bar there.
I just told Aidric that there was a Botox party at the Cloud9 Spa here right now, and he asked, "What's Botox?" And I said, "It's where they inject stuff in your face to get rid of your wrinkles." And he says, "You need that. You and Mom."
So far, it'd been a pretty chill sea day for us. After leaving the Golden Mermaid Bar and walking around on deck 6, we stumbled upon what appeared to be a sound check on center stage. We sat and watched for a while and decided we'd check out that show later that night, because we didn't watch many shows on the Mardi Gras. While we were sitting there, the cherry on top candy shop caught Aidric's eye. So we had to stop in and purchase a bag of candy.
I smell it over here. I see it.
How much do you think that you got there?
It's 1 pound.
Okay, let's see how much yours is. Let's check out.
It was cold.
Since Brandy needed to use the ladies' room, this is a good time to talk about the restrooms on these XL class ships. If you've never been on one of these newer Carnival ships, they have smart bathrooms or smart doors. I don't know what you would call them, but you have to wave your hand in front of a sensor that opens the door. The door will open automatically and it will close automatically. It just takes a long time for the door to close sometimes. You just have to be patient and just walk in and go do your thing away from the door. We hung out at the Lido deck for a little bit. Aidric got into the hot tub and then into the colder pool. He basically just swam in that area there on the Lido deck. I believe that's called the beach pool. It's right midship on deck 16. There they have the Red Frog Tiki Bar. There they have an upper level and the lower level of that Tiki Bar. You can watch your sports programs there at that Tiki Bar. Some classic drinks or whatever you want, really. They can pretty much whip you up anything at those bars usually. We watched the sunset for a little bit. Well, I tried to watch sunset. Didn't get much of it, but we did. It was pretty. One of the few times I saw the sun today. That night, they show movies there, and you can actually go to the Red Frog bars there and get popcorn. So that's a little tip for you. $4 for the popcorn. Prices may vary per cruise, and that goes with any of these prices. There was a little movie going on. Lido deck was beautiful at that time of night. That's also the main spot where they have their entertainment. When they do their big shows and stuff, they'll have them out there on that Lido deck because it's big open area midship. It's just beautifully designed, the pools glow at night. It's designed for the entertainment. And then during the day they'll always have like a DJ or something playing music. Normally on most days there's more people in the swimming pool, but the pools were still a little chilly today.
We came back to the room and I laid down with Aidric, and I didn't expect myself to fall asleep, but we were out.
They both were out like that.
I originally wanted like a 30-minute nap. It ended up being like an hour, but it was a much needed nap. We all needed it. James didn't nap, but Aidric needed a nap really bad, so.
So I'm around, Brandy's getting around, Aidric's still sleeping. There's a 50-50 chance here that I could wake him up and he could be pretty grumpy. That could be a bad situation. We're gonna see how it goes. So it looks like he's not too grumpy, so that's good. Dude, why are you sleeping with my woman?
She my woman.
How we gonna party if you're laying in bed?
I just woke up, bro.
He looks like he's ready to party. So it's elegant night, but it's kind of late now, and we don't have anything booked.
We're gonna go with the flow tonight. It's kind of what we do, except normally I have a dinner place picked out. But we really needed a nap tonight. So we're gonna see how this night goes.
No, what do you want to do tonight?
Oh, arcade.
I'm gonna see as many theater shows as I can.
That's so pretty. See the moon glistening off the water?
People that don't like cruises and you think it's scary, it's not. It really just is not. Because you can't feel moving, but you shake when you sleep.
There is a little bit of vibration that happens, right?
It's really not scary because the water is just pretty calm. And you go pretty slow.
Right now it is.
Oh, it's gonna be hard, like...
So, we're getting ready to leave right now. We're gonna see if we can get a place to eat. Find a place to eat and, yeah, experience the rest of our night tonight on our very first sea day. It's elegant night, and I feel all right.
Feeling hungry.
Yeah.
It was elegant night tonight. And on the Hub app, it didn't look like there was really anything available to eat, but that really didn't affect us much. We know that there's places that you can go eat. But we got down to the Pacific restaurant and she's like, let me see your app. So I showed her, she's like, weird. And then she's like, oh wait, it's on the wrong day.
She swiped on the wrong date, which was yesterday, and the reservations for dining kept saying full.
I don't know how it happens, but very easily, like it literally just takes a small little swipe and it moves to the next day.
So we're like, oh, well, we didn't even want to eat at the main dining tonight. We're going to eat at Chibang.
So we went to Chibang.
The first meal that you have at Chibang here on the ship, as of right now, this could change in the future, is free. After that, it's $8 per person during your cruise. If you don't know about Chibang, what Chibang is it's a Mexican/Chinese restaurant.
They have like a Mexican menu and a Chinese menu.
You can go all Chinese, you can go all Mexican, you can mix and match, do whatever you want, and then, 3-course meal, whatever you want.
So what we did was we each picked an appetizer and a main course, and then we got one of each of the desserts so we can try all three.
Chinese and Mexican, two of my faves.
I got spring rolls for my appetizer, which were great.
And this is a tougher decision than what I was thinking. I don't know whether to get all Chinese or Mexican, Chinese, Mexican.
I got tacos del carnitas.
Oh yeah, baby.
And then Aidric for the appetizer, he got some sort of tacos. Tacos de asador. They were like a steak taco. He made himself up some tacos and he said it was super good. Ruined his pants, ruined his shirt, but he says it was worth it and delicious.
I think Brandy wants some of that Chinese tequila.
I ordered a Chibang margarita. It was, at first it was like but it was super good. For dinner, James and I both got Kung Pao chicken. It did have the 2 little spicy red peppers. And my first bite, man, my nose started to run. It was super spicy, but after that, it wasn't as spicy. I mean, it was spicy, but not how it was on that first bite. So I must have got like a super spicy bite that first time.
Aidric got beef and broccoli today with no sauce. So he just literally got beef and broccoli, and it is delicious.
But then the dessert, it was great. The tres leches was pretty good.
That was milky.
Aidric loved the chocolate cake and the ice cream, and then like their take on the creme brulee was awesome for dessert. I had some great service while we were in there, and after dinner we went down, and I told James that my whole goal tonight was to get to some of the entertainment.
We want to do more entertainment this cruise because I felt like we missed out on a lot of entertainment when we did the Mardi Gras. So we're trying to do things a little bit different and hit up more entertainment on the Jubilee.
There is just a whole plethora of it at your fingertips on these ships. So
the shows are on Grand Central stage in the middle of the ship.
Center stage is just different. So I've heard pros and cons.
A lot of people don't like the style. They'd rather have it in a theater, and I think I get why.
I prefer the theater setting. Theater setting that pretty much everybody gets good seats. We got there 30 minutes early, and there wasn't a seat to where you could see anything that wasn't down on the floor with the entertainment.
Once a place fills up, you're screwed. If you're not one of the first people to get there and get a seat, you're not going to see the show. You just can't.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like how it's set up.
It's a big open area, but like if you're not in the very front, your chances of seeing the show are very slim.
There's whole rows of seats that you can sit in, but you literally can't see the stage.
For whatever reason, we got lucky. There was like 3 seats right in the front.
The worker kind of flagged us over and told us there was 3 little seats up front, so we sat there.
We were actually pretty much on the stage. We were like right in front of the stage, kind of in the middle of the show, on the floor.
The show was awesome. Our seats weren't great seats,
but it was the best spot that we could get at the time that we showed up.
But we were like in the middle of the performance. Like we were part of the performance. It was super cool. We were right next to all the cast members and they're singing. You could literally, her dress like hit my hair at one point. I mean, we were pretty close.
The show was happening right in front of us. It was great. I could see the sweat dripping off of all the performers, and there was a fog machine right behind us, and we were getting smoked out. We had like spotlights in our face at times. I was really getting into it. Me and Aidric, we loved it. We were happy. We were totally happy. We watched the whole show.
I loved the show. The music was great. The voices are fantastic. We enjoyed it. The show was fantastic. But yeah, that center stage is kind of different.
There, right there.
Oh wow, look at all those other Carnival ships.
Yeah, we found a couple spots that were really good for pictures, like the staircases. On the ship, there's lots of people that will take your photo too, so just say, hey, yeah, I mean, you just have to repay if they ask. So yeah, there's some really pretty staircases here that we got some pictures on. And
from there, we kind of walked around a little bit, and we went to the white party.
It was a little bit of a lower turnout. I don't know if it was the weather or the fact that it actually wasn't on the app.
Deck 16, it was a white party hosted by Kindle Fire, and you know,
we had a great time. My dance partner, Cora's not here with me today, so I'm like, Aidric, bud, you're at Holmes. You are my dance partner.
You're her dance partner.
I told Aidric if he got it down there and he did some dancing, had a good time, I said, you know what, maybe we'll just take you to the arcade. Had to do a little bit of bribery. So yeah, he did. He got down there and did a little dancing with his mom.
He was like, fine. So he danced with me. We learned some Kindle Fire moves.
One thing I know that Cora always likes about these Carnival cruises is the cruise directors always show you how to do the dances.
Go walk, everybody freeze. Pick it up and then you turn to your left. If you got it, say I got it. If you got it, say I got it. That was not the hardest move, okay?
Trying to teach you the steps so they can get more and more people involved in it.
And groove in the middle, just move in the middle, freeze. That's the whole dance.
Aidric and Brandy got in on the action a little bit. I'm not that outgoing. I don't have enough groove. But yeah, Kindle Fire, I get why everyone likes her. I don't know, she's just really good at her job, let's just say that. She's good at getting a crowd worked up, and the way that they have this whole program set up is just very well done. And she's a good performer, she's a good host.
I'm gonna say it slow. You gotta say it with me though, okay?
I think Aidric had a good time out there.
It was a very good experience. We had a great time.
And that party was fire.
The after party is in the nightclub.
Once that was done, we walked over to the arcade and spent too much money in about 10-15 minutes.
It was getting late. I'm like, we're not going to play too many games, okay? Like, because we'll probably come back at some point. You don't have to do it all at once. Only day 2. We got 7 days in this cruise. We got 5 more nights, right? So we'll play a few games, hang out for a little bit. So we played some fun ones.
But Aidric and I played this little fighting game, and each had guns, and we killed some aliens and had a great time. We walked around. Aidric played like a couple more little games.
Boo!
Some skee ball, and then found the VR game, like the Godzilla VR game. And James was like, I'll do that with you, bud. So $10 it cost them.
We were like shooting dragons in this 3D game, and it was awesome. I don't even know why they ended the game because I was killing so many demon dragons. It was like, what's going on here? Why are we ending the game here? I thought I was slaying dragons.
They really enjoyed themselves, and it was really cute watching them do it. So
the game ended.
It was a great time.
I don't know who thought it was cooler, me or him. I really think that Ivy enjoyed that game more than what he did.
It's an expensive arcade.
And that's it.
We're thinking about hitting up pizza, but it was getting pretty late. We're like, I think we're good.
It's a beautiful ship. Really enjoying myself on this ship. Please pick one of our migrating butterflies. So Aidric picked it out. How neat.
So nice.
Yeah, that's cool. We're gonna get me some fancy drinks tomorrow, I think. We'll see how it goes. It was a great sea day today. We have another sea day tomorrow.
Day 3, sea day number 2. What?
So we are going to have a grand old time tomorrow.
And I can't wait because I'm just now getting acclimated to this cruise. Ready to go.
I am going to get my breakfast burrito tomorrow morning, I think. I've been looking forward to it for a while.
I just want tomorrow, a little bit more sunshine, that's all.
Hopefully the sun will be out tomorrow. I was told that the sun is supposed to be out, and it's a high of 85.
It's going to be a good one. Oh yeah, baby.
So today is a beautiful sea day. We finally woke up to some sunshine, warm weather.
Day 3. Today's sea is the sea that I want to see. Check that out. Beautiful. Look at that sunshine.
It's so nice out.
Brandy, you got to go out there. It's life-changing.
Oh, I am. I'm checking my book.
Oh man, yes. Beautiful. Yeah. Twilight fun balcony. Down my way, homie.
Aidric and I got to sit out here and read for a while. There's nothing better than sitting on a balcony and reading. It's great.
I'm going to have to watch out for that sun today. I'll be okay. This is not my first rodeo. You can feel that we're moving a little bit more today, but it was actually really comforting when I was sleeping. I kind of enjoy that. Like being rocked like a little baby. Like a little baby. Mommy. 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 My plans for today are just to get out there and enjoy the ship and enjoy the sunshine. We're going to once again do as much as we can do, try to get on the move. I know that Aidric's definitely getting in the pool today. It's sunny. We're gonna have to lather him up with the sunblock today because he's super white boy. So white the sun glisters right off him. Like blinds you.
Today, we're first going to breakfast. Then after that, we're maybe going to the pool. So fun. Yeah, so I'm so excited.
I was thinking about going to that how to make your belly flatter. They're having little lessons or something, or they teach you how to get a flatter stomach. I think I need to go to that. It's my cruise belly, okay?
Today, Aidric is gonna head to the kids club for a while at some point in time today. And then Mama's gonna go do like Serenity. So that'll be happening today as well. It's our second sea day in a row. Tomorrow we end up at Mahogany Bay. So today is gonna be a great day. We are pretty excited about this weather.
This sunshine, it does something to me. It does something to my mood. It makes me just, yeah, it's great.
We got around, got our swimsuits on, and went to the buffet. Aidric got his cereal, I got my coffee. But we decided that we were gonna try out the Blue Iguana Cantina.
Came for Blue Iguana breakfast burrito. I've been looking forward to it.
It was closed.
Too late.
Shocking.
Aidric's getting breakfast with a view. Give me your best dolphin.
It's 11:30 in the morning and we have our first ice cream cone.
We're trying to find a spot by the pool because Aidric wanted to get in the pool. And we found a spot. We had to go up a level to 17. There wasn't a whole lot of people out there on that deck yet.
There were some seats around the pool, so the seating was not an issue.
They had a little show that they were playing with Kindle Fire at Grand Central. They were recording it there and shooting the feed to the big screen on the Lido deck. Pretty cool.
Aidric's playing for a while down there at the main pool. We listened to some music. There was some entertainment down there. The weather was nice, but the water was freezing. So Aidric got in and I put my feet in.
Here we go. I'm at the pool right now. So many kids that I don't know. Here we go.
That's as far as I got. The water was so cold. Like there were no adults in the pool.
Mom's not getting in for some reason. She's not getting it.
Now that we fueled up and enjoyed some much needed sunshine, let's explore all the different areas of the Carnival Jubilee that can make your sea day a day to remember. Getting around the ship is pretty straightforward. The lower decks are really the interactivity hubs leading up to the main accommodation decks. Think staterooms in the middle. Then you'll find more action in open spaces as you head to the upper decks. It's a big ship, but honestly, it's super easy to navigate. Let's quickly touch on Carnival Jubilee's 6 theme zones. The Ultimate Playground is your go-to for outdoor activities. You'll find the thrilling Bolt roller coaster, the fun of the Waterworks water park, sports courts for some action, mini golf for a bit of friendly competition, and a ropes course.
So scared.
Summer Landing offers a more relaxed sports bar-ish social vibe, complete with a pool, Guy's Pig and Anchor for great barbecue, and the Heroes Lounge. It's also where you'll find essential services like guest services and where you can book shore excursions. The Outer Deck Summer Landing is fantastic for strolling with the patio pool and hot tubs in the back.
Lido.
The Lido Deck is a vibrant heart of outdoor fun and entertainment. This is where the lively deck parties happen. You'll find the 2-story Red Frog Tiki Bar, along with casual and tasty eateries like Blue Iguana for Mexican flavors and Guy's Burger Joint. And of course, the arcade. The Lido Marketplace Buffet is also here. And don't forget Big Chicken in the back, it's definitely one of our favorites. Grand Central, the stunning multi-deck atrium right in the center of the ship hosts the majority of your main stage entertainment. You can also grab a coffee at Java Blue Cafe or indulge your sweet tooth at the Cherry on Top Candy Shop. For more entertainment in the Central Hub, you'll also find the Piano Bar, the Comedy Club, and the Casino. Finally, the unique ocean theme zones, Currents and Shores. These zones offer a more laid-back atmosphere with their own distinct bars and eateries like Coastal Slice and Emerald's Bistro. While I honestly feel like they're very much alike, they provide different spaces to relax and enjoy a drink. We'll definitely be exploring these more in detail later in the video. For a complete and up-to-date guide to all the venues and amenities in the Carnival Jubilee, be sure to check out the official Carnival website. It's super helpful for planning your cruise.
And we headed to the back of Deck 16, to the Tides Pool again.
So Aidric got into the pool and the water was a hair warmer.
It's actually way better than the other one.
Maybe this much.
It feels so good.
I told him that I would sit in the water. I lied because that water was so cold.
And there's so many kids.
The kids were having a grand old time in the pools. Everybody was being respectful. They turned the entire pool into a game of sharks and minnows. They had a great time. Bolt was running.
Sea day, boat running. It didn't run yesterday, but it was running today. Yeah, it ran all day today, so that means it ran more than what it did our whole Mardi Gras cruise.
I'm gonna try and ride Bolt this week, but it did confirm in Aidric's little head that he was not riding Bolt.
Maybe we'll
be able to drop him off one of these days, and Brandy and I just go and do it.
I'm pretty excited for Red Bull.
Actually, it's kind of disappointing when I look at it, because like it's cool to say that you rode a roller coaster on a cruise ship, but it's $15 and you only go around twice. It's over quick. It's still cool though. I bet you get some cool views up there. It's just cool to say that you rode a roller coaster out in the middle of the ocean, right? On a cruise ship. How many people can say they've done that today? Only people that have cruised on these newer Carnival ships.
It was about lunchtime. We decided we were going to eat. Aidric wanted big chicken again, so went and got him some big chicken and some french fries.
The sauciness.
Man, that barbecue ranch sauce and the barbecue sauce that they have back there at the big chicken, the bomb.
Those sauces are so good.
It's very good.
Man, I'm about to sneak some in a little baggie. Take it home with me. Just kidding. Don't do that. Then we went to the Blue Iguana Cantina because it opened up. So we're going back to the Lido deck. Lots of music going on. Starting to get a little louder there. There's some stuff about to happen entertainment-wise. Blue Iguana Cantina, they serve breakfast and lunch there. But for lunch, they have like tacos and burritos. One line is for tacos, one line is for burritos. But you can have them make it, just put it in a bowl or do whatever you want. Kind of like, think like Chipotle. That's basically what a Blue Iguana Cantina is. And so they'll make you your own burrito, whatever you want on it, but they have a list of ingredients. I got a jalapeno tortilla with some chicken and then everything. I said a little bit of everything. So we got like beans, rice, lettuce, pico, and we're ready to go.
Was no match for me. All gone.
And I got a jalapeno tortilla with beef and all of the toppings. It was the bomb. I mean, that burrito was so good. Seriously, it hit the spot.
It's so good.
Then they have a little salsa bar over there too. A bunch of guys, hot sauces, and then salsas too.
I love it. So far, so good.
Yeah, we got some drinks from around there and watched the entertainment down at the main pool.
Yeah, they had the Lone Star tailgate party going on there, I think. Some kind of sports party theme going on there on the Lido deck. Enjoy the entertainment for a little bit. Then we went to the Waterworks water park.
Aidric played around in the little splash pad for a little while, and he and I went up and went down the yellow slide. None of the other slides were open. I'm not quite sure why none of the other ones were open, but the yellow one was the only one that was open today. So Aidric and I went up and went down the yellow slide and had so much fun. Those slides are fun.
So fun.
That kind of got me used to the water a little bit. So then Aidric was like, all right, it's time for you to get into the pool.
Then we went back to 16 again, and Brandy got into the pool this time.
It was cold as can be. So cold. There was another adult in there with me. He felt the same way, but he said he had had a lot more liquid courage than I had. He said, I've been drinking most of the day and got into this because I am nice and toasty on the inside.
As the day went on, you saw more and more adults in the pool.
But yeah, it was a great day to just kind of chill by the pool.
Really starting to enjoy this sea day.
Just beer 30.
But then we ended our pool day in the hot tub. Aidric met a young lady in the hot tub that had been to the Camp Ocean, and she was like, I had so much fun. This little lady pretty much convinced him that he was gonna go to Camp Ocean. So he came back, changed his clothes super quick, and we were down on the 4th floor going to Camp Ocean. He was actually pretty excited.
Camp Ocean is like a daycare facility on the ship. It doesn't cost you any extra money to drop your kids off there. They have like 4 different age groups. We've never had a problem with it in the past. It's a super cool program. I love it. And I think after like 10 p.m. or something like that, you get charged extra money. But for most of the day, like all day long, don't cost you any extra. So if mom and dad want to get away, send the kids off there. They have all kinds of stuff for the kids to do there. They're not just sitting around all bored and stuff. They have trained professionals there to watch over your kid. There's also a teen center here. Pretty much kids of all ages up to the age of 17 have a place of their own to go, and they get cooler and cooler the older they get. I know our daughter on one of our cruises before went to one of these teen centers, met some friends, and was just hanging out with her friend the rest of the cruise, like just checking in with us on the app. Like, if you're bringing your family on this cruise, you're gonna have a good time.
We signed him in. It was super simple. We got him there at 4:15, and then at 5 o'clock is when pickup time is.
We got there and they're like, well, we close at 5 and we open back up at 6.
So there's like an hour where they're closed there.
And I believe it was like 4:15 at that time. So we're like, oh, that's fine. So we drop them off. We had like 45 minutes to ourselves. So we're like, well, we got to do something that we can't do when we have the kid. So we went to Serenity. Serenity is the adults only area of the ship, deck 18 forward.
It was nice. It was quiet. Perfect place to go and just relax.
Lots of adults there, just chilling.
Everybody was sleeping back there. It was like nap time back there at 4:30.
It's always nap time in that area, okay? Always nap time.
This is one of those quiet spots on the ship if you want to get away from all the chaos on a cruise ship.
Got your own pool there, and there's another bar back there too.
Got ourselves some drinks down there at the Serenity Bar. James was pretty excited. They had some Miller High Life down there. I got Jack and Coke.
Some bars will have drinks that others won't. They'll have their own menus and all that.
But we went and kind of kicked our feet up, looked out at the ocean. It was a nice night for it.
Just dropped the kid off at Camp Ocean. We only got 45 minutes, so we're just enjoying our time.
It's beautiful. Just came up to Serenity, got a drink, and now we're just basking in the sun, watching the waves go by. It's glorious. And I love my kids, but nobody's going, Mom! Mom!
Little Aidric. We love him to death, but that kid's got so much energy.
By the time we got a drink and got to sit down and chill, we had like 20 minutes left. The sun was getting lower in the sky. Just sat back with some peace and quiet, me and Mama, and just chilled there for a little bit like,
Bro, this is the real deal.
You ever look at the clouds and decide what animals they look like?
Yeah, it looks like smoke.
It does. The clouds are super pretty.
so lucky to have this life. So fortunate to be able to travel and do this.
So we just hung back there until about 4:50 before we had to go head back to getting Aidric from the, oh my God, I cannot with this dude. Wash on, wash off, because tomorrow is window cleaning day.
So it was time to go back. We went and picked up Aidric. He had a blast. He didn't get to do much because he was only there for 45 minutes, but he liked it. He's always a little skeptical about it at first, but once he gets there, he's like, oh, it's not too bad. So check that out. That's an option for you if you have kids.
So today has been a beautiful day here on the Carnival Jubilee. What a great sea day. Aidric just got back from Camp Ocean. I think we're gonna go out to dinner tonight. I'm not sure exactly where that's gonna be yet. All I know is wherever we go, it's gonna be included in our stay, because that's how we'd like to roll. And on this ship, you can do that. You can get away with spending little money on food, if not any money on food, if you really want to. That's nice. Man, this balcony, this is just beautiful. We're gonna go see what we can do with the rest of the sea day.
We plan on making it a quick little dinner and then go out and check out some entertainment. This is what we've been waiting for.
Let's do this.
So tonight for dinner, we booked the Italian restaurant, and it was about an hour wait. So while we waited, we kind of went down and checked out a couple different things. Went to Peg and Anchor and got a drink down at Peg and Anchor.
At the Flavortown bar, I got an hazy IPA, and Brandy got some kind of black cherry bourbon drink that was recommended by the bartender. They make brews in-house on the ship. They actually had one in the mash tun going while we were there. Man, I don't know if I got a video of that. And they do brewery tours too, so keep an eye on your planner.
We really like that Parched Pig brand. All the beers that I've had from them have been really good. I don't like the hoppy beers or anything like that, but James does, and he seems to really enjoy those beers as well.
Found a crossword down here at the Java Blue Cafe, and we've been doing this crossword, and it's actually kind of hard.
Aidric has been a little cranky. He didn't get his nap, but he looks good though. He looks fresh.
He looks nice.
He looks fresh for tonight.
Drippy.
We did note that there are some machines around the ship that you can exchange bigger bills for.
USD only. I do remember reading that on the kiosk.
And we will need to be doing something like that. Normally I go to the bank and get everything taken care of, but this time around I did not have the opportunity to do that. So I do have some bigger bills that I would love to get broken down for our port days. We won't be doing that in the morning tomorrow before we get off the ship, but tomorrow night we'll probably have to do that for our next 2 port days.
We had time to kill, so we went to the Limelight Lounge for karaoke because I had it marked on my planner. You can heart things that you want to do, and the app will notify you when the time is up.
I wanted to sing some karaoke. Aidric said he was going to sing karaoke with me, so we had some songs picked out from home that we were going to sing. There was karaoke 2 times a day the last couple days, but we get in there and Aidric wasn't too really feeling it, but we walked in and you could tell his eyes were like, wow, this is super cool.
But he wasn't too sure whether or not he was going to do it, but we were just sitting there enjoying the entertainment.
No, I'm not going with her.
There was a bunch of people in there. You scanned a QR code. Their playlists were like incredible. But all the songs that I normally sing, they were already sang. So I really had no idea what to sing. There was a lot of families in there. It was a family-friendly ordeal. So kind of a fun little environment there at the Limelight Lounge. It turns into the nightclub at night. I'd be interested to see what that looks like though.
So that's where you'll find the dance for all you party animals that want to be up late at night. I think that's open till like 2:30 or something like that. I don't know what time it is, but a lot of things start to slow down as the night comes to wraps. But that is one place that you can still party if you're a party animal, okay? And it's a cool little lounge, so go check it out at least. So our table was ready.
Went to the Italian restaurant. We had experiences on the Mardi Gras as well, so we were looking forward to this one. But they came around and took all of our orders. They initially brought us out some bread, but they just dropped the bread off on the table, and we had like the olive oil and everything in the center, so we basically just kind of made up a little concoction to dip our bread in. I feel like the last time they made a concoction for us in the middle of the table, but I could be wrong.
They had wine on the menu, asked me about the wine. I was like, oh, maybe I won't get wine, I'll just get beer. Then she asked me if I wanted wine. I was like, well, since you asked, yes. So I got a glass of wine. She was like, well, if you get the bottle, it's cheaper.
Because you can recork it and pretty much take it to another restaurant for tomorrow night or, whatever you want to do.
And I'm like, you know what? You're right. And then Brandy had to butt in, and she's like, no.
Nope.
You're not allowed to have a bottle of wine.
No, he can have 1 glass of wine.
Mama shut me down. I was like, all right.
I had to overrule my husband.
She's like, you know what happens when you drink wine? Next thing you know, you're ripping your shirt off, partying in the bathroom of the stateroom, in the bathroom of the stateroom, in the bathroom of the stateroom.
If you don't know why my husband's not allowed to drink a bottle of wine, watch Mardi Gras.
That was okay. I didn't need any. I didn't need it by that point. I was feeling pretty good at that point. Had a nice little sea buzz going on.
Now we're sailing, baby.
Had a nice little sea buzz.
I got the caprese salad, which was meh. It was okay. And then I got an eggplant parmigiano, which was very good. And then I got a tiramisu for dessert, which was also very good. My food was great. Really enjoyed it. Food was awesome.
I ordered minestrone for my appetizer and fish and lemon tort for dessert. Well, Brandy ordered it for me. I don't usually eat dessert. Man, that tartar sauce that they give you for the fish.
My fish was good, but that tartar sauce was next level.
I just want to keep eating it. Like, can you give me a bowl of tartar sauce? Jeez, it was good.
Aidric got a meatball because the woman said you have to try the meatball, and it was very good. It was a very good meatball.
Bro, that's a good meatball.
It looks fantastic.
And then he got chicken tenders and fries. And then he also got like a carbonara style pasta with no bacon. So he had like 2 full meals. And then for dessert, he got like an apple dumpling. It was named different, but he really liked his food as well.
Yeah, it was good.
The service was a bit slower.
It wasn't as snappy of service as our main dining experience or Chibang.
The waters definitely were not being filled up.
No, the other ones were just so fast.
It was probably a normal, but I think where they struggled was the drinks. We did notice a little bit of a difference in the service there.
I dare you to touch this.
We looked into the entertainment for this evening and didn't really see anything too exciting. It is the night before port day, so it's an earlier night for us. Well, we intended on being an early night anyways.
So we went to center stage, found a little place to sit there up top. Wasn't the greatest place to see the show, but there was the Lone Star Tailgate Party Performers. I don't know what they were calling it, but it was like a band playing a little show.
It was good, but we were ready to come back to our room. And then we went back to Summer Landing and watched some football and then headed back to our room. And we got a drink on the way at the Mariner Bar. They had a bunch of different beers there along with some energy drinks that you could order.
And we didn't want to be out too late because tomorrow is our very first port day at Roatan. Or Roatan. I don't know how you say that. Roatan.
So tomorrow morning, 8:30, we get off the ship. And then all aboard is 4:30. So we're at Mahogany Bay. We don't really have anything planned. We were told Mahogany Bay has some activities that you can participate in on the port. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing that we don't have anything planned. I guess we're just gonna have to kind of see. But I did decide today that if there is nothing to do and we are not interested in the port, we are getting back on the ship. Because Aidric had a great time at the kids club. I wouldn't mind going back to Serenity. I wouldn't mind going to the casino. The things I haven't got to do yet on this ship. So we'll have a good port day tomorrow. Fingers crossed. We'll see how it goes.
We've never been to this port before, so it's exciting. I'm ready to check it out. I don't really know much about it, to tell you the truth. I like to be prepared, but sometimes when I'm preparing, I prepare too much, and I want to be looking at it with fresh eyes and a fresh perspective. Yeah, I won't be influenced by any influencers. We're just gonna go with the flow and see what happens. Sometimes that turns out okay. Sometimes it doesn't, but we'll see. I know they have a beach here that you can get to. We'll figure it out, and you're gonna join us, right? I hope so, because I don't want you to go anywhere. I'm having a good time. Me and you, I think we're just now getting to know each other, aren't we? I hate to rush this, but I feel like I've known you forever. I feel like I'm in love with you.
It's our first port day of the cruise, Roatan, day 4.
We have arrived at 7:30 a.m. It is hot. Are you interrupting me?
I'm sorry. And ever since I heard it, I can't get that dang Chattahoochee song out of my head. It's haunting me. We are pulling into port right now. Oof.
It is hotter than boys and bees out there.
Ooh. It's a warm one out here.
I'm excited about it. The sun is shining. We have a beautiful view off our deck. We are going to just go with the flow today. There's a chairlift that goes around the island that seems to be a pretty cool thing to do. We did not book an excursion for this port, so we are going to go out there and just have a great day. We're going to go check it out and kind of go from there.
I don't know what we're going to get into today.
I do know that there is like a man-made beach here that they say is good for snorkeling and all that good stuff. I'm not sure how true that is, because when you have 6,200 and some people on a port with one free beach, I can't imagine there's going to be much marine life, but we'll see.
You're probably going to want to bring a towel if you're beaching it, or a pool or whatever. I don't really know what they have. We're going to find out. Sunblock, hat, those kind of things. Yeah, and you probably want to grab something to eat before you get off the ship too. There's many places on the ship where you can get some kind of breakfast. It's raining. Oh wait, no, it's not raining. It's probably the cleaning. They're starting to clean the balconies.
So Mahogany Bay, or what's going to be called Isla Tropicale in 2026. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but it's basically Carnival's own little spot on the island of Roatan in Honduras. Now Roatan's the biggest of these islands, called the Bay Islands. And it's a huge deal for diving and snorkeling because it's right next to the second biggest coral reef on the planet. Think of it like this. Honduras is the country, Roatan is this awesome island about 37 miles long with beaches everywhere. And Mahogany Bay, that's just where the cruise ship docks. Staying right there on the port isn't really seeing the real Roatan, but for our first time, it seemed like a chill way to get a feel for the place, so that's what we set out to do. Just check out the port itself and see what it had to offer. Went down to deck 3, got off the ship, bring your ID and ship card when you get off. They like to have both when you get back on the ship, whether it's your passport or just your driver's license, any kind of photo ID of yours, because they want to see both when they get on. They just kind of look at it and you're good to go for the most part. But for me, something happened. Something happened and
My heart started racing, and I was worried.
yeah, we'll get to that later in the video. So anyway, you get off the ship, go onto the pier, keep walking.
Walking is super fun.
You'll pass through a bunch of security, lots of shops, like many ports. So off the ship and through the duty-free shop at Mahogany Bay. You'll follow a wide path straight into the port's main hub where you'll find most of the shops if you go left. If you keep heading in that direction, you'll find the craft market and a taxi and car rental area for off-port adventures. We walked through that little area. They had signs with listed taxi prices if you were looking to leave the port. When you come up the wide path and head right, you'll see signs for the beach. It's maybe a 10-minute walk. We didn't time it. But for an easy ride, especially in the heat, check out the chairlift, which they call Magical Flying Beach Chair. It'll cost you extra though.
And the all-day passes for the chairlift are available. It's $15 for adults and $9 for kids.
Once we got a feel for the port near the ship, we were beach bound. So that's where we headed next.
We walked, and there's like a nature path all the way down that takes you back down to the beach. And there's super cool like photo opportunities, and it's just a nice little naturistic area.
I'm gonna talk with the birds.
It is quite a haul though. Like if you struggle with ambulating long distances or up hills or down hills, take the chairlift. I think it would be worth your money to just get there safely.
If you're not athletically challenged in any way, take that route because it was really pretty. We had a lot of little spots where you could stop at, take pictures and stuff along the way. They had like a little mister at one spot.
Ooh, misty.
Oh, baby.
Feels nice. Yeah, don't drink it.
No, it's good. It's good.
It was nice and shaded too. Actually, the whole port, for the most part, there's lots of shade at this port. I like that. Lots of trees. The nature trail looped us back to a main walkway where we crossed a bridge. On the other side, a tunnel lined with souvenir shops and restrooms opened up, leading us directly to the complimentary beach. Rental areas, restaurants, and other concessions were tucked further in the back, but the beach was calling our name.
We went to the beach.
There's lots of chairs that are available. They have clamshells to kind of cover for $30 a day, umbrellas that you can rent, those kind of things.
So they had like a massage area where you could go in and get a massage.
Choose all the dead skin off your feet.
We kept walking. We walked to the furthest part of the beach, the furthest we could go.
We went all the way down to the end where we could go, and there's a nice little restaurant, bar down there.
And there's like a little pier that you can walk out onto.
There were some people out there snorkeling, so I thought that was pretty neat. You could just do self-snorkel.
If you bring your snorkeling gear, you can go snorkeling out there. Or they had rental places. They had a bunch of different rental places where you could rent gear. You could rent, I believe I saw you could rent jet skis, you could rent kayaks, snorkel gear, stuff like that, you know, all kinds of like water activity stuff. We found a chair. So Brandy and Aidric got in the water.
I went in the water.
How's the water?
Feels so good. Then Mom came in.
This water is freaking cold, but it's hot out, so it kind of like once you get used to it, it's good. But
It is a really pretty beach. The water was kind of cloudy, but you could tell that it was only cloudy because it was populated area.
There's a lot of people in it. So like churning up all the sand and everything, you know.
Like if you walked over to the pier and you looked over on the other side of the pier where no one was swimming, it was clear as can be. But I thought the beach was clean. It was beautiful.
Pretty, but not the most beautiful beach I've ever seen, you know? Like if you were to leave, you could probably find a better beach on Roatan Island, I bet.
Lots of food, drink options. We found like a nice little restaurant. It was really loud.
It was loud in there. They're playing music, but got a party vibe atmosphere, you know? Cool.
Had a great server.
All the staff members were wearing cool shirts, said little funny things on the back of their shirts. Aidric got some nachos in a virgin daiquiri.
But it was for kids. It was really good. So, yeah.
We got one of the domestic Honduras lagers that they have there, which it was $5 a beer. So we got some beers. Cheaper than drinking on the cruise ship, let's just say that. And it was good, you know, it just tastes like a regular lager, light lager. That's what it reminded me of. It went down so smoothly, it was cold. But yeah, we sat in there because we were in the shade. Nachos were great. Sat in there for a while. They brought everything on the side, that some salsa with some pico and jalapenos that you could put on it. We polished them off and yeah, just sat there and caught up with the family.
We called Cora. She's in Florida right now.
Got a hold of Cora and seen what she was up to and letting everybody know what we were up to, because this was our first time really being able to communicate good. We were video chatting with other family members while we were there. Yeah, and just kind of hung out there. They had fans going, helped cool it down a little bit too. Hung out there and then we headed back to the ship.
We enjoyed our day here at Mahogany Bay. I think that the next time I come to a port like this, I'm just gonna book like an umbrella or a clamshell. Like that might actually be what I do tomorrow. We didn't really spend any money at this port other than like we got some beers and Aidric got some nachos for lunch. But like thinking ahead for tomorrow, I think I might book something so that we have a seat to sit in.
Going uphill here on the way back.
We just got back to our room and I love a good book on vacation. There's nothing like it. It is the most relaxing thing on a vacation, but I can tell you the most not relaxing thing on a vacation. Losing your key card while in port.
We get closer and closer to the pier where we have to show security, our ID, and our ship card, and I realize I don't have my lanyard. It's gone.
So Dad lost his lanyard. I was so scared.
Yeah. I actually put my ship card in a lanyard, which is something that I don't normally do. Aidric had his in a lanyard also, and he wanted his ship card, which I had his and mine both on my neck, along with the 2 Carnival towels.
He was carrying all of our towels, and so when he moved his towels, his lanyard must have fell off.
We ended up turning around, walking back, trying to find it. I knew exactly where I had to have lost it because I know exactly where I took it off of my neck.
It doesn't really bother me because I know for sure we're getting back on the ship, but it did like kind of make a little bit of a maybe we're gonna have struggles getting back on the ship. The boys are out hunting for Dad's lanyard. He lost it. I stopped at the local bar to see if anybody turned it in and then bought myself a beer. Honestly, I had to buy a beer there because that's what you have to do. So far, no finding it.
Couldn't find it. And I was like, you know what? Keep walking. Maybe someone turned it in at security here up front.
We went to security.
And
James is like, I don't have my room key. I lost it.
But I do have my ID. Here it is. Showed him my ID.
Looked at all of ours, noticed that we had the same last name, same address, all the things, and the same room number.
And he let us walk by. So I was kind of like, oh, we'll just have security on the ship deal with you, I guess. So we started walking by and Brandy just happened to look over.
And I happened to look over my right shoulder and I'm like, hey, wait a minute.
She saw his card.
It was like sitting up on a clipboard. I'm like, hey, sir, that's James's room key right there.
Someone had turned it into him. I gave him my ID again.
And he was like looking at it, analyzing like every letter. Eventually I got to the point where he actually handed me Barbara's room key card. I don't even know who Barbara is, but I had to hand Barbara back her stuff so she could go through. But I had to show him every single place on the ID where it was to match James's room key card.
He was able to match up my ID with the ship card name and everything and gave me my ship card. So by the time I got to Carnival security to get back on the ship, yeah, I was just walking on like a regular passenger.
So thank you to whoever turned in his room key. So we didn't have any issues from there on.
It's not the end of the world if you do lose your ship card, but you don't want to use it. It's still going to take some time out of your day, and you're on vacation. You won't have to deal with all that.
I actually really did enjoy this day. I have gone into this Mahogany Bay and Costa Maya ports, both of them with an open mind, knowing that people like and dislike these ports. You hear a lot of pros and cons about them. I actually really did like this Mahogany Bay port. I really did enjoy that port. I would get off the ship again for that port.
Mahogany Bay was really fun.
I think this port is going to be absolutely phenomenal. It's been here for 15 years. I think it is what Carnival intended it to be. It's beautiful here. It really is. I would come back here. Yep, this port, one I enjoy.
If you're watching this in the future, it's worth noting that this Carnival cruise port is set to become even more impressive. By 2026, Mahogany Bay is supposed to be rebranded into Isla Tropicale. Carnival's supposed to be adding exciting new additions like a pool with a swim-up bar, enhanced beach areas, a peninsula, and cabanas. So you can expect even more to enjoy during your visit to this port in Roatan. So if you're watching this video in 2026 or later, you might want to take a deeper dive into this port. Today, this was our first time being here. We just wanted to go around the port and just kind of check it out. It was our first time, kind of like our Nassau video. It was our first time in Nassau, but we weren't going to go too crazy on the port. We just kind of wanted to get a feel for it. Next time we come here though, we'll do something else, more adventurous. But for this, we were just chilling. It's January. We just wanted to go to the beach. But tonight is not over with. It is day 4 of this adventure on the Carnival Jubilee, and the night's not over with. So don't leave us yet. There's more. There's more to this night that we have to show you. Let's do this, baby. 7 flights. Brandy's gonna die. All right, come with me, buddy. We'll beat her. We're almost there. We're already at 7. Room's on 10. Go, go.
He's not here. Yes. Wait, you're first.
Man, I'm getting tired.
Same.
She's taking so long, isn't she? What's going on?
I don't know. She's just.
I hope she's okay.
Oh, hi. You took so long.
Get out of here.
Dude, we've been chilling here forever.
Oh, you were
For 10 minutes.
Please.
We're starting to get worried about you.
Get out of here. You are not.
Yeah, we were.
I want to go to the pool.
We were hungry by then, so we went to Coastal Slice for our very first time. Day number 4, and it was our first time going to the pizza joint. Coastal Slice. Got some pizza. The only pizza they had available right at that particular time for us was barbecue chicken pizza, so we just grabbed the whole pie, went outside on the outer deck, and devoured that barbecue pizza. I'm a pro level pizza eater. And then got some more pizza, pepperoni. Delicious, just how I remember it. The Carnival pizza, pretty good. I still think MSC takes the top so far. I'm still gonna have to give this one to MSC when it comes to pizza. The Carnival pizza is really good. It's its own thing, right? Then what we did was we went out and got margaritas out the watering hole bar and sat at the back of the ship. It was really nice and calm. It was crazy. There were so many open chairs back there, even when we started sailing away. So we just sat back there and chilled. Brandy read a little bit of her book, put my earbuds in, was listening to music as we sailed into the sunset. Well, sailed away from the sunset. Man, so relaxing. It's just one of those moments that makes me think about how much I enjoy cruising. I can't believe I'm here right now. You know, just you got a beautiful island in the backdrop and you're just pulling away from it on this gigantic, beautiful ship. It's not something that everybody gets to do.
Next thing I know, I wake up. Yeah, I felt crashed out.
She fell asleep in her chair.
I'm sure it was an ugly sleep because I was tired.
I went and got a beer at the Flavortown bar, and there was a guy sitting up there. He had done an excursion with the sloths and the monkeys and stuff where they're like on your shoulder and everything, and he said he got bit in the ear by a monkey. And then continued to talk to me for a while. I was like trying to kindly get away from the situation because the guy was, I think he was feeling pretty good. Let's just say that. I don't know how dramatic it was. Like, I looked at his ear and I couldn't really, it didn't look like too crazy. So I don't think he felt that whole ear injury that he had at this time. Let's just say that. So watch out for the monkeys. I don't trust them.
I think it's safe to say that we're officially back at sea.
There's a celebration tonight at 7:45 with the parade and a celebration show. And then Family Feud is tonight. I'm looking at the times and I'm like, oh man, one starts at 9:45. Am I gonna make that? That's questionable. So we'll see how this goes. I'm not really that hungry. Maybe we'll just, I don't know what we're gonna do for dinner.
We ate so much pizza.
We ate so much pizza, and I ate a sandwich. I ate a grinder from that sandwich place. Also very good. Sunny buns?
Sunny buns.
No, I don't think that. That's something buns. But my sandwich was really good.
Ocean bun?
It's gonna be a great short night.
But party's not over with. Let's see what we can get into tonight.
So we got all dressed and decided to go to check out what the night had to offer.
Went downstairs to the Java Blue Cafe, which is like the coffee place. There's a bunch of things that they have there.
We went to go get a milkshake.
A black and white milkshake from Java Blue. Had chocolate sprinkles in it. They have some really good looking desserts down there. They have some phenomenal looking donuts and cupcakes and chocolate covered strawberries and some sandwiches down there too. So, but Aidric was very pleased with his. He sucked that thing right down. He thought that straw was pretty cool.
There was a straw that was actually chocolate.
You could eat that chocolate straw.
It was so good. Way better than you expect.
I'm not sure what was going on at center stage tonight, but some kind of Latin band or something like that. I don't know, it just wasn't doing anything for me. Plus I was tired. We were all getting kind of tired. The sun had wore us out. It was hot in Roatan.
But we hung out down there until it was time to go to the Family Feud. I have missed Family Feud on all of our Carnival cruises. I've always really wanted to go. I know it's a big deal. Like, people like try out and it's fun, and I hear fantastic things about the show. Oh man, did not disappoint.
We got in there. It was busy. It was packed. There was like nowhere to sit. We thought we were gonna have to stand the whole time. Some people ended up leaving, so we ended up getting a seat. And I didn't get too much footage of it because they said in the beginning they didn't want people like recording due to, copyright issues and stuff.
It was a very well put on production.
Had us all laughing. We were all entertained.
And it was hysterical. It was so funny. All three of us enjoyed it. We were laughing so hard.
And Kendall Fire, as the host, really, I think, made that show that much better just because she's just so entertaining.
We're reminding the audience not to shout out answers at any time.
Ooh, y'all getting in trouble out there. I know that it's hard to restrain.
Family Feud. If you get a chance to go see one of those shows, especially if Kendall Fire is your cruise director, you gotta go see it.
But audience, what is that last answer? A spider.
And then we decided, we hadn't ate yet. We had that pizza earlier. Nobody was really that hungry, but it was only like 8:30. So we decided we were gonna go grab some food, and we just decided to go to the buffet. Yeah, we hadn't had the buffet for dinner.
All the elevators on the front of the ship were busy then, so Aidric and I were like, we could probably beat her again, right?
8 floors trying to beat mom again.
And I took the elevator because I'm not going up to deck 16 from deck 8. No, I would be in the medical clinic. But the boys did.
I can't say we weren't huffing and puffing at the top, especially me. Aidric, he's got all kinds of energy, but I'm out of shape. Yeah.
We have not had an issue with the elevators at all. I actually have found these elevators to be very efficient. They are very quick, but I will say we are at the aft. So our elevators are probably not used as much, maybe. I'm not sure, because people do complain about the elevators here. They are small. They have very little airflow, but they move quick. Like, I was trying to do some elevator dancing the other day, and you could barely knock out an elevator dance. Aidric actually had some people that were like, hey dude, nice dance move. I mean, that's how quick we moved. It was like lightning fast.
We kicked Brandy's ass. It was like 7 minutes. 7 minutes, okay? It was ridiculous.
Took you long enough.
We went to the buffet food. I was actually super impressed.
Selection, limited at the buffet.
It was like a jambalaya pasta.
some fish, mashed potatoes, some veggies, rice, pumpkin soup. Yeah, I was impressed. It was actually pretty good. Everything that was on my plate was delicious.
I don't have any complaints, to tell you the truth. I filled up my plate. I'm full. I'm stuffed. Probably stuffed myself a little too much.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Grabbed some waters and headed back up to the room because tomorrow we are at another port that we have not yet been to.
Hey, yo, Mom, what the heck? Bro, I'm getting this on footage.
We do have 3 port days in a row. I feel like that's a lot. Port days are a lot on somebody, especially the little guy here. So I could tell my little guy, my bald old guy was getting tired too. So tomorrow's a new day. Tomorrow's Costa Maya. Tomorrow we're going to just stay at the port. And I'm going to look into getting some chairs or something along those lines for us so that we don't have to worry about that.
We're going to do the same thing. We're going to check out that port and just kind of see what's up. I don't know anything about this port. Brandy, I don't know what she knows about it. We haven't even talked about it yet, really.
There are pools at the Costa Maya port. So that is our plan for today.
I'm excited about it because I've never been there. Aidric loves pools, so we'll probably hit up the pools. We'll check out the port too, talk about it, and kind of give you the scoop on the port if you've never been there. Some of you, I'm sure, have been there and probably know more about these ports than what we have, but it's nice to gear these towards first timers because it's our first time. So kind of answer the questions that we had going in, All right, day 5 of this cruise. Never been here before, so
Going to breakfast, then going out to try and enjoy this port here in Costa Maya. We are going to hang out on the port today. I've heard there's pools.
So I guess we're going to check that out, see if we can maybe rent a spot to sit at the pool and hang out at the pool. Check out the port a little bit, give you a rundown from a noob's perspective. Looks like it's going to be another sunny, beautiful, warm day. I'm having a hard time fitting into my swim trunks. This was a problem that I had prior to the cruise, but this is my first time putting these swim trunks on, and I felt like I was putting on Aidric's swim trunks. Yeah, I got them on. When I went to sit down, my butt crack was hanging out. Got a lot of crack. My butt crack's hanging out, and I'm sleeping in a crack every night. Yeah, cracky. It's been a cracky cruise so far. This water it's pretty.
It's with my swimsuit.
No, it's not.
Hopefully, Aidric can refrain from being too cranky today.
Somebody put it somewhere.
In the bath.
You're getting whooped, bro.
We're gonna go party. Yeah, we're gonna get some breakfast and then we're gonna get off the ship. Serenade of the Seas and Enchantment of the Seas, 2 Royal Caribbean ships in port with us today.
Aidric's grumpy today, but we have to remember that these kids, it's a lot.
As a family, it's good to multitask. There's just so many options to choose from. Me and Mama, we wanted blue iguana. So how we tackled this situation is Brandy went and got breakfast burritos. I went and got Aidric some cereal from the marketplace buffet. I walked to the Lido buffet with Aidric. We got him some cereal, a bunch of different kinds of cereals basically to choose from. I said, dude, you really just want cereal? He's like, I just want cereal. So we made sure we loaded up that cereal bowl. He's been all about the Cinnamon Toast Crunch lately. We went to Blue Iguana Cantina. We get the breakfast burritos, load them all up. We have like hash browns in it. There was egg. There was a whole breakfast inside of this burrito, and it's delicious.
So good.
Oh yeah, baby. Get in there.
This is the earliest we've gotten on the ship.
Is it? It looks like they might be able to do 4 ships at a time at this port. Longish walk from the pier to when you actually reach the port. We got off the ship pretty early, so it wasn't too hot. So not having the shade didn't bother us too much. And it's January too, so it's not the hottest time of year. We got into the port area and...
All right, so the Costa Maya port itself is super easy to navigate, so I'm not gonna bore you with an overly detailed tour. The main thing to know, it's packed with bars, restaurants, and shops pretty much everywhere you look. The meeting area for pre-booked tours is right here when you walk in. The shuttle and taxi lot for those venturing off port is located at the back of the property. Plus, they have a dolphin experience and a bird aviary right on site. The port features 3 complimentary pools with chairs, though sometimes you might need to make a minimum purchase to snag one. We actually stumbled upon what seemed like a brand new area of the port. It definitely wasn't on any of the maps we had, though we did spot one posted map that showed it. This new section had another small pool with even more chairs and bars, plus what appeared to be a flowrider surf simulator. Unfortunately, we only found it on our way out, and from signage, appeared to be for adults only. But from looking at older Google Earth images, it's clear this entire area was still under construction not too long ago. One more thing worth noting, Royal Caribbean officially acquired this port and adjacent land surrounding it in 2024. They're apparently planning some huge upgrades, including their very own Perfect Day Mexico with a water park and so much more. This will be a giant separate park exclusively for Royal Caribbean cruisers coming in 2027. I don't know if they have any other plans for the port itself, but if you haven't been to Costa Maya in a few years, it might be worth getting off the ship to check it out.
Try to.
So we started our day with some like rituals that they do.
There was these people doing like boom, 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 boom. They were dancing at first, doing they were whistling with this little instrument. Drums. Then they started climbing this pool.
And these guys just like climb up it without any like safety ropes or anything.
They went up all the way so high.
I hope they don't fall.
Stop. I'm recording, Dad.
They're pulling up the ropes.
So like they climbed up it, they tied themselves up, took a couple minutes for prayer. Everyone was praying that these guys didn't just like fall off and break their brains open.
We're about to die. That's what's about to.
So we're like praying for like 2 minutes while these guys like tie themselves up.
They tied their feet very tight.
At least when they tied themselves up, I was like, at least they're safe. Okay. I felt like clapping then. I'm sure that doesn't sound good. The human body hitting the pavement, especially in front of your kids when your whole family's there.
They went upside down. Their foot was up here.
These guys are swinging around.
He was still doing the drums and the whistle. He was doing both of them.
We were mind blown when they were upside down for that many minutes.
Is this real? Am I having a dream right now? That's a very big talent right there.
That guy's still playing the music.
I know.
Everyone made it down, and we were all happy that they survived. And I couldn't help but think, but like, what are the hours that these guys work? I would think by the end of my shift, I might feel like falling or like slip. And I couldn't imagine doing this in the summer. It gets really hot there in the summer. You just take one little move, you're done.
I bet that's good for lower back pain.
But anyway, where was I? What was I talking about?
After that, we saw a iguana. Like, not blue iguana. We saw an actual iguana.
Navigating the port itself was pretty straightforward, but wow, there was so much happening. It didn't take long for us to see why some folks might not be huge fans of this kind of energy. We remembered all those reviews mentioning how overstimulating Costa Maya could be. Between the loud music, the busy bars, all the shops, and vendors trying to get your attention, it's definitely a lively spot. But honestly, our main mission was pretty simple. Soak in a bit of the port vibe, and then lock down a shaded chair next to the pool. Because the heat was no joke. Free pools? Get out of here. I like that.
We did get 2 chairs. We did have to purchase drinks to sit in the chairs. Does this work, Daddy-O?
I'm not 100% sure what that was. I thought he said 19 minimum, but he might have said, I don't know. But that's subject to change, so I don't really know what exactly it was. Anyway, I got 6 beers for 2 chairs.
We went in the pool. Mom came with me.
Brandy took Aidric into the pool at first, and I just sat there and chilled.
Guys, what's up? We're at basically the beach, but it's like way better than the beach, even though it's the same.
You know, we got in the chairs, got all relaxed. I was living the dream. Had service right there. I was in the shade. It was nice. You know what I'm talking about. I guess they have free Wi-Fi. I clicked on it, but you have to sign into it somehow. I don't know how you sign into it. You could probably ask your server or whatever to figure out the Wi-Fi situation, but I didn't even try to sign into the Wi-Fi.
Then after that, we went back. Dad, I swam with him. Yep, this is it.
Water was a little chilly at first. Feels pretty good now. Do you like this sport?
This is better than the last one.
Well, you're a pool guy, right?
Oh, heck yeah. But this is kind of a pool. Not
more
a
of a
pool.
pool guy than a beach guy, right?
This
Crap.
is basically a beach. Because this is salt water, and that's sand over there. You want to see the dolphins or what, bro?
What's up for grabs how clean those pools are, really. So many people, you know. Swim up bars usually comes with a lot of urine. People like to drink in those, and they don't like to leave. They just stay in them, and they just piss all in them. You want to go back to Mom?
No.
That didn't work.
So then after that, we went to see birds.
We went over, we did an aviary.
It is beautiful. Oh, here we go. Aww. Oh boy. Ah! Aidric! Here we go.
We're officially inside.
Ooh.
Hi.
Where's the big boy?
Yeah. Look at how pretty that bird is. Oh, it's beautiful.
We saw like a red bird. It was really big. There was another yellow bird, but it was a little bit tinier. We saw another one that was huge. It was gray. It was bigger than the yellow one.
What do you think so far?
Love it.
They are loud and obnoxious.
And then we saw little baby ones, pretty small. They have red feet. And then there was like these wiggly bridges. That's Mom's fear. I got to hold a bird. I know she. There you go. It bit me.
There's something about wristband.
He bit me right there. Ow! He's eating my cell. And it didn't hurt when he bit me.
Oh,
shoot! Why does he want me?
He wants your bracelet.
Oh, I don't want you.
It's great.
I don't want you. I got to hold a bird. You landed on me. It started punching my skin, but I don't care. He was on me so long.
Ah, so cool.
He just kept going to me. It's like he wanted me to be his dad. We watched dolphins do some crazy stuff.
Oh wait, hey look, here's gonna do something.
They back swim. There's still more stuff. There's still more birds.
There's lots of more birds.
We saw baby birdies, a blue bird that was like small. It was so cute. I was trying to do the tree pose so another bird can't get at me.
They put broccoli and lettuce in here. The dolphin's gonna pick her up and bring her down this way. There's the dolphin. She grabbed its fin. Woo! There's nothing more terrifying to me than a sweet Grinch. I tell you the things that I do for my son. Unbelievable. Looks beautiful, huh? Dude, that was so cool. Worth every single penny. I mean, if you're deathly afraid of birds, 10 out of 10 do not recommend. But if you're not afraid of birds, you go to that aviary. It was awesome. There were people walking through it that said, we would have never paid for anything like this if our kids weren't standing here. I'm like, yeah, I probably wouldn't have either, but I'm glad I did. It was absolutely fantastic.
And then it was 2:30. All aboard is 4:30. We get over to one of the pools.
They were trying to kick people out of the area, off the chairs, everything. They were sweeping the sand and make it look all pretty for the next ships. And yeah, they were done already.
We went to this pool and a lady told us, yeah, we all just got kicked out. She was like, they're closing, they're done. Sorry. It was ugly. She said her whole family was in the pool and she goes, we ruined it. We ruined this for you. And I giggled and I'm like, well, it sounds like you had a great trip. She's like, we had a hell of a day. So everybody gets out of the pool and there's 2 people left. So Aidric gets in, he swims for a minute. I'm like, you know what? I'm getting in. The bar's closed. The bar guy is kind of a prick.
The pool guy, he was closed. There was no more business, so he's not putting on that smile anymore.
Probably wasn't earlier in the day though, right?
Probably not when he was making money. But I would have bought from him, but he was closed. But it's 2 hours before all aboard. Like, I can understand if it was like within the last hour, like you should probably be on board. But it was 2:30. All aboard was 4. It was actually like 2:15, 2 o'clock.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was way before
Way
our
early.
boarding time.
Yeah. So you know what? I said, screw you. I'm getting in and I'm gonna swim. Look at all those little birds that are perched just up on every single post. Sitting here on a seat at the Castaway Pool Bar. This is a nice little pool. What do you think of the saltwater pools?
Don't like it.
His little eyes burn, so used as my hair to wipe off his eyeballs.
Because I'm fast at swimming.
Yeah. At first I thought, come on, better people. That's probably why they wanted everybody to leave. I'm assuming the problem children left, and here we are. So we came back from port. We walked down the unshaded pier.
Our first time ever at this port, and here's how we feel about it.
What a great day here at Costa Maya Port. We always go into these with open minds, but I do read a lot of reviews before we book cruises. The reviews on this port, they're not great. They either love it or they hate it. I'm telling you, we loved it.
I thought it was a cute port. I like Mexico though. I like the Mexican people. They're fun.
3 pools, an aviary, a dolphin encounter, so much to do. Restaurant bars, music throughout the place. It was great. Loved it. There's a lot of stores.
Lots of shopping.
People are kind of heckling you, but you just say no thank you, and they don't bother you.
They're just trying to sell you something, dude. Just chill out. You'll be okay. You just tell them no.
You don't be rude. You be kind, you smile, and you say no thank you, and you keep walking.
I don't know. I guess we're used to it. They want those dollars, so give them to them.
The bathroom doors don't lock. I didn't like that much because I got walked in on twice. I tried to hold my door shut and people kept opening it. But other than that, it was a great day.
I didn't see a beach. Maybe that's what people don't like about it. I don't know. I actually like this port overall, at least from a first time experience from us.
I would love to come back here. It was a lot of fun. So we got back on board. It was super simple to board back on there. You just need your sign and sail card.
We got back on the ship around 3.
We got back on and decided that it was still a little early. So we went up to deck 8 and went out to the summer landing area back there and where the pool and the hot tubs are, and kind of parked our butts in the seat. Aidric got in the pool. I sat in a nice little chair in the pool. James hung out on the couches. And
you've been to the port multiple times. You know there's not anything that you really want to do on the port. That's a perfect day to just take the time and enjoy the ship.
It was just a nice little relaxing time.
It was great. We watched the other 2 Royal Caribbean ships sail away as we sat there and chilled. Dude, you're eating ice cream again?
No, this is my first ice cream of the day.
You had a milkshake when we got on the ship about 30 minutes ago, and now you already got an ice cream cone.
Good. Banger music.
Right there. Then we went to Flavortown Bar, grabbed some in-house brews. We got a couple draft beers that they make, and came back to the room and watched us pull away from the port.
Heading to Cozumel. Not that far from where we're at. So I'm assuming we're just gonna putter along tonight. Now,
we got the sunset view.
Sun's going down. Pretty. Earlier, I looked over my balcony like that, and there was a dude, like, he had his head, like, and I was like, hey. He waved at me, and I was, like, shocked. I didn't expect to see him there. I was just kind of, like, looking over, you know, just to see, like, the back of the ship, you know, you kind of peek over.
Got ready for dinner.
Looking good.
Looking snazzy, Emma.
We went to the Pig and Anchor for dinner. Ate at the Pig and Anchor one other time when we were on the Mardi Gras.
I loved Pig and Anchor on our last cruise, and I was really looking forward to going to Pig and Anchor again.
And this time, just as good as the first time we had it.
There was no wait, so they got us right in, got us a seat. They give you a piece of paper, and it has like the whole menu on it, and they give you pencils.
A small menu.
You order your full meal. So we get our food. I got smoked pork butt, some slaw, and some baked beans.
I got the brisket, I got some beans, and slaw from my two sides.
This slaw is this.
The brisket, delicious. Nice, tender brisket, very flavorful, smoky beans.
Aidric accidentally got 2 meals. He accidentally ordered a kid's meal plus mac and cheese, the Big Daddy Mac, and smoked pork butt. The sauces are all fantastic.
Lots of different kinds of barbecue sauce, whatever your style, you name it, they get a barbecue sauce for you, right?
My favorite was the Kansas City sauce, so good. I did not realize how hungry I was.
Brandy was so hungry, she could not stop eating. She was going to town. I feel like maybe we might have starved her today.
I got my food, it was gone in 2 seconds.
She smoked you. She beat all of us.
I ate so much food.
She was eating off of everyone's plate, getting a little bit of everything, right?
Well, I made sure there was not a drop of anybody's food. I ate Aidric's extra food.
She's eating my brisket now. Now she's eating Aidric's food.
I'm so And then we got dessert. The dessert was so good as well. So I got like a banana pie. Aidric got apple cobbler, and then James got
some kind of chocolate stuff.
Mud pie. We got one of each of the desserts. Aidric's was the bomb. It was the warm apple cobbler with ice cream on it. Oh yeah, that's where it's at. And of course, Aidric got 2 rounds of ice cream cone. So did James. Oh my gosh, these two, Aidric specifically, living on ice cream.
They had a band back there tonight. That was pretty cool.
It was 80s night.
They were nailing it. I was like, man, I could have stayed there the rest of the night and just watched that band play the rest of their set. But Aidric, he saw the foosball tables.
Played some foosball with Aidric.
We played a few games, and he beat me one game, I beat him another game, and then we had to go in for the championship, okay? And you're looking at the foosball champion. That's what you're looking at.
Dad kicked my butt in foosball.
But no, everything was good. The whole experience back there was great. Then we kind of just walked around and see what was going on. I know they had some karaoke going on at the Havana bar. I just wanted to stop in and see what that was all about. I know on our Mardi Gras cruise, we didn't get the chance to hang out much at the Havana bar, but I just wanted to kind of just pop in and see what the karaoke was like. And that bar is really cool looking. I like the decor in there. It's pretty cool. I was like, you know what? I want a whiskey drink. We stopped in at the Golden Mermaid. So what I ended up getting was the El Dorado from their menu. And I'm glad I did because it's very tasty. I've just been kind of sipping on it, but you can't really see. There's like, this one's got like a bourbon and some kind of espresso liquor, I think is what it said. I don't know. I don't remember what the menu says, but very tasty. She had it actually in a special glass that looked really cool too, but she asked me if I wanted to go, and so she put it in this glass. So it's got like little specks of gold in it, and it was really good. I like it.
It was getting kind of late. We have a really big day tomorrow. It's 3 port days in a row, so tomorrow's Cozumel.
2 more days of this cruise left. Tomorrow, we're in Cozumel, Mexico.
We are going to Paradise Beach. We pre-booked that. So we will get off the ship tomorrow and go off port and get a taxi.
Kendall Fire said that last week in this Cozumel port, there were 25,000 people.
I'm excited about it. We went to Mr. Sancho's the last time, and now we're going to check out Paradise Beach. We're 2 popular all-inclusive beach spots to go to.
We will be going there for the whole day. We do plan on getting up bright and early and doing it in the morning. We are excited. What a great day it was. The weather was fabulous. It was hot. It was gorgeous. Everybody's really tired. Everybody's really tired.
I'm not.
Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. We have just got the announcement that we can get off the ship here at Cozumel, Mexico. If you do a lot of cruising in the Caribbean,
At some point, you're gonna end up here at this port because it's one of the popular ones. I think they can get quite a few ships in here. We're not gonna be hanging out too much at the port itself. We might walk around a little bit. We're just gonna go to the taxi area, hop on a taxi because we have booked reservations for Paradise Beach. Paradise Beach, we bought the all-inclusive experience, so we get all you can eat and drink for the day. Now, I didn't look into this much. A couple years back, we went to Mr. Sancho's, which is basically the same concept as this, right? Mr. Sancho's was nice and all, but I left there feeling a little bit disappointed. Not because I didn't have a good experience at all, but I didn't even get to meet the guy. I don't know if there was a meet or greet or something, but I didn't see Mr. Sancho. We might have missed the line for that. It would have been good to at least like get a picture with him or something, but I didn't get to do that. So I'm like, we ain't coming here again. I'm not coming back to this dump. So we decided, next time we're going to Paradise. So we booked our spot on Paradise Beach. That's true. I'm not kidding about that. That's exactly how it went down.
So today was our Cozumel day. There were 6 ships in port. So if you calculate that, I don't know how many that is, but that's a lot of people.
Fun fact about Cozumel, there are 3 main cruise ship ports here. While specific cruise lines tend to use certain piers like Carnival at Costa Maya, which is where we were, ships can sometimes be moved around depending on how busy the port is. Regardless of where you dock, this video is about Paradise Beach, so most of this info will apply to everyone. Pretty much like many ports, it's a big open area with lots of shops, lots of things to buy, lots of people want you to come in their shop and buy things at their shop.
Kind of walked around, felt out the port a little bit, just a bunch of shops. Not really anything else to do.
Not ready for a drink.
I just heard a guy say, "I'm ready for a drink." It's 9:30.
Not ready for a drink.
I'm trying to find myself a shark tooth necklace.
I wanted to roll into Paradise Beach in style because I want to look fresh. If I had a badass shark tooth necklace and I'm walking into Paradise Beach, I don't want any like buff dudes on the beach to like trying to test me. They see I got like a shark tooth necklace that looks like I killed a shark and just like had his tooth hanging from my neck. They might be like, "Oh man, I don't want to mess with that guy." So I want something that looked legit, not like a toy. And first store, now it had like a basketball attached. It was like a little tooth. That wasn't gonna work out. I'm trying to like impress people here. So we went to the next shop and the guy, he was across the shop across. He heard me. I wasn't even speaking really loud. He heard that I wanted a shark tooth necklace. I was like, "What do you got? What do you got?" He's like, "I got your shark tooth necklace. I got what you need." So we went over there and I try on the shark tooth necklace. I'm like, this might work. This might work. I'm like, "What? What kind of money we talking about, hombre?" And he's like, $60. I'm like, "Get out of here." He's like, "Immediately, 30. We automatically cut it in half. I'm like, "Get out of town, bro." I was like, "I'll give you $5 for that necklace." And he's like, "No." I tried to get a shark tooth necklace. Completely unsuccessful at the port. Kind of disappointed. It would have went really well with this beach experience. So, yeah. Walk around. Keep going, you will eventually run into where the cabs are. Cab section laid out really easily. You'll have people with signs and stuff. They'll have a sign with all the rental prices, and it even has all the popular places in Cozumel. It cost us $18 one way to Paradise Beach at this current time.
They make this so easy. When we got to the taxi service, they made sure we had a reservation. And then in the taxi, he made sure we had a reservation. There are so many people in port that they want to make sure you have a place to go.
We got in a taxi. Our taxi cab driver was super friendly. I'm not sure that all the taxis have the credit card machine. So if you know that you're going to be paying with credit card, make sure you get into a taxi that can charge you in their cab. But it's probably just safe to bring cash. It was about a 10-15 minute drive.
Hello.
There were about 900 guests that they had reserved for today. So make sure you make those reservations.
We got to Paradise Beach, we get out, they take us to the reservation check-in. We pay the rest of our amount. They gave us a little tour.
He gave us the Wi-Fi passwords, the resort, 'cause you get free Wi-Fi there, and asked us where we would like to be sat. Did we want to sit near the pool or did we want a spot on the beach? We chose the beach. So once we got to the beach, he asked us then, would you like to be away from the beach in a more shady area? Or would you like to be closer to the ocean? We had more of a selection since we got there early enough. We wanted to be close to the ocean. So we ended up in the second row next to the water.
And we get here and we have an umbrella, some beach chairs, our own servers, and we are seated right in front of this.
We chose a spot real close to the water because, mentioned this before, in our cruise, it's January and where we live, it is cold.
And that's pretty much where we remained. If you don't want to ever leave your seat, you don't have to. You can just put your feet in the sand and sit right there or put your feet up, whatever you want to do. I read a little bit. The people came around and brought us food and drinks all day.
And those guys, they were on top of it. When you needed something, they're right there. You have a menu. We had to be in at 3:30. The server said something about a Mai Tai, and that just sounded really good to me for whatever reason. And I started drinking a little bit earlier than what I normally would. Let's just say that.
I'm ready for a drink.
Starting this morning off right. A little early for this, but got some waters too. This is our second day of being in Mexico, and Brandy has not taken a shot of tequila yet. So at some point, I'm gonna have to get her to take a shot of tequila because it's a rule, right?
One Mai Tai down. Boom.
Aidric's out there. There he is. I'm gonna have to have like 5 more of these Mai Tais before I get in that cold water. It's a little chilly.
Now, they put these activities like right in your face. You can't get on the inflatables unless you buy the activities package. We all got it, so we could get on these inflatables because they looked pretty cool. And Aidric wanted to do them. And he took a little nap in his chair, and we kind of surprised him when he woke up with the wristband for the activities. And we asked our server, said, hey, how do we get the activities? He said, you can do that right here with us. Paid credit card, you probably pay cash, however you want to pay. And he brought us an extra wristband that gave us access to inflatables.
We got snorkeling, kayaking, paddleboarding.
I think wave runners were separate, stuff like that. The property didn't seem very big, at least the beach part of it, but you could walk down a ways if you wanted to.
They said that the property line goes to the pier. There's a little bit of area, he said, over there on the side for adults only, but mainly this place is for families.
But very pretty, really calm waters, clear, blue, beautiful waters. Right there in the sand, you get a lot of people on the little beach like that, like churning up sand and stuff. It kind of gets a little cloudy, but the further out you go, you can see how clear the water is, because the water is super clear there in Cozumel, one of the #1 spots in Mexico for scuba diving.
Aidric had a great time at the water park that they have there.
He loved it.
I love the water.
At first, Brandy went out with Aidric, but Brandy's athletically challenged. Let's just say that.
I made it to you. Oh my God. It's so cold.
How do I get up here? There's no handles. Look at this. This is so much fun. We are getting up on the slide. Mom is with us. We are unfortunately about to die. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. She went on the second highest one.
All right, here we go.
I didn't even scream on that.
You ready?
She went like this when she jumped. Skirt!
I just swallowed a ton of water.
I knew that wasn't gonna last very long. We got some food. I got the mahi tacos. They had a little bit of spice to them with some chipotle sauce. They were good.
Oh yeah, baby.
Brandy got spicy shrimp tacos. Aidric got chicken fingers with a little bit of honey mustard sauce and some chips and guac.
Good.
How do you feel about the guacamole?
Ooh la la. Oh, the best day ever. It's the best.
Better than yesterday?
Heck yeah. 2,000 times
Yesterday
better.
was the best day of your life, though.
Not anymore. That bird thing was.
All the food that we had was delicious. Drinks were good. Not the best, but they were good enough, right? I mean, for the price that you pay. I liked it. And they kept them coming too. It was some of the best service. The service was what made it. So after we ate, I got in the water with Aidric.
All right, here I go.
It's a little chilly. This is January, guys.
I got used to it. You get used to it. Even in January, it's not too cold.
Yeah, it was warm.
The coldest that it will be all year really is in January, but probably so close to 80 degrees, I would say. It might have been like 78.
Probably.
Aidric was swimming, I was swimming. I was helping him get up on them, and we worked our way from one to the other. We didn't get to do them all.
I'll tell you what, you get out past those first little tubes, you can't touch anymore. You have to swim the whole rest of the way. So if your kid can't swim real great, probably a good idea to have some kind of life vest. A lot of swimming. If you're having a hard time swimming, you can just go on your back. Yeah, we can't touch right here. Get to the cooler one, it's deeper water. You think you could climb up that? Whoa.
Look at this view. This is sick.
That's where we're gonna go next. Swim over to those handles.
We made it to the big one. I was like, we gotta do the big one, right?
I went down one of the biggest floats. One of the biggest sides.
Had like a ramp on the end of it that makes you do a flip. Aidric, he went face first. He like slowed down at the end and kind of did like a roll into it at the end.
I barely made it.
But then some young little punks came in right after him, almost hit him. Keep your eye on those little punks. So I went down it like a champion, did a little flip. I don't know, it was probably pretty sloppy looking.
That's the way to do it, boys.
But anyway, we sat there for a little bit. Aidric got some more chips and guac. Got some more drinks. I got some tecate, you know.
Like a bathed in sunglasses.
We ordered some nachos. We got like some regular like cheese nachos, and Brandy got some nachos with works. It had like chicken, beef, all kinds of stuff on it. And there was so much food on this list and drinks. We didn't get to try out hardly any of it that was on this because it was a lot, right? Everything that we had was delicious.
Cheers.
Brandy and I, we did tequila shots because, you know, so Brandy, we're in Mexico, we have to get tequila shots. I know we got the kid here and everything, but tequila makes you feel good.
Tequila power!
The taxi driver, he said, no, that's not tequila. He said, that's tequila.
Tequila. Not good tequila?
No.
No?
I'm heading to the pool right now to find my boys.
It was getting late. Aidric wanted to go to the pool. We were kind of ending in one spot and going to another spot, which was the pool side. So when you get sat, you either get sat in the pool or the beach. You can bounce back and forth if you want, but it's probably best that you just leave your stuff in one area because your server's the one there that's going to take care of you. If you go from one spot to the other, then you have to go to the bar or whatever because you don't have your own personal server anymore because everybody there at the pool that got sat at the pool has their own personal server. So that's the way it works. So keep that in mind. So what we did was we left a tip to our server there on the beach and took our bags back. He said it's cool to just drop our stuff at whatever chair is open at that time. It was later on the day anyway, and hung out in the pool there for a little bit before we had to leave.
Yeah, let's go.
This water is super warm in here.
Seriously.
The pool was really nice. It was nice and warm. It was clear. It was good. So then we had to get out and get drinks, but they were still included in our package. So got us some drinks from the bar.
Great time.
Oh yeah.
Dad.
I'm not gonna flip it.
I really don't trust you.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, guys, but we gotta leave in like 10 minutes.
And then When you want to leave, you just go out where you came from in the front, and there's taxis lined up, and they ask you, you know, what ship you're going to, and jump in the taxi, go back to port.
We took a van back, real nice guy. Each way we had a wonderful taxi driver.
service. Why we can stop to try some tequila on the way?
Kind of schooled us on tequila a little bit.
No time for tequila tasting on the way?
Always we have time for tequila.
Oh, no, I disagree.
Tip your cab drivers good too, because those guys work hard.
Too much tequila. Shot of tequila, Brandy?
Oh, she said that earlier.
So you want a shot of tequila?
No.
We wanted to take one of those bikes back.
We're taking the bike.
We took a ride, one of those little bikes to the ship. They're free, they're tips only.
And a dude took us back past the duty-free shop to the Jubilee.
We enjoyed that a lot. That was fun. Aidric had been looking forward to that.
We made it on the ship 15 minutes before we were supposed to be for all aboard. That's how we do it in Cozumel, baby. That was our day in Cozumel at Paradise Beach.
Had a great time. Would recommend it to anybody. Family, no family.
Definitely think it was worth it.
Awesome day in Cozumel.
It was great.
I enjoyed it.
It was a very clean environment.
Do I like it more than Mr. Sancho's? I don't know that I can say whether it was better than Mr. Sancho's or not, because I remember the service being really great at Mr. Sancho's too. So I think it's just gonna come down to your preference. I would watch videos on both. I would watch it if you're trying to decide. And I know there's more than just those two also, but this one definitely seemed more geared towards family friendly.
I gotta say, this was the best day ever. Oh, heck yeah.
So that was our experience at Paradise Beach. Take from it what you will. We just put the information out there. You make your own decision. But don't go anywhere yet. My family is passed out in beds right now. We had just taken off. I've been doing this video the whole time we got back on the ship. And, you know, now I'm talking about it. But they're trying to get refreshed because tonight is elegant night.
Dude, I crashed.
I'm drinking Brandy's bevy from earlier and mine. She got a double shot of Jack, and she got talked into this by the bartender. She was getting ready to order a drink, but Aidric had to pee, I had to pee. I was like, order me a beer. So she got me a beer. She ordered a Jack and Coke, and he said, he's not here. Why not make it a double? And she's like, okay. So she got a double of Jack, and then took a nap.
Yeah, I crashed out.
Stuck around for this night, see where it goes, but it's not over yet. Tonight is elegant night, and I feel all right.
It's getting that time of the cruise where I'm afraid to look at my cruise balance. It's not going to be that bad, though. I feel like we've been doing pretty good. Quick tip, I don't know if I've went over this yet, but when you open your balcony door, it kicks off your AC. So when you open your door, you want to come back to your thermostat settings and make sure that your button is clicked back on. So if you've been in your room, opening the door, going in and out and everything, and then you notice later on that your room has been pretty warm, that might be your issue. But my family's sleeping and I'm like the only one awake. I don't know how long I should wait before I wake them up, but they look like they are so comfortable right now. And I'm like, should I join them or should I just tough it out? I'm thinking I should just tough it out.
The sun is setting. We are finally on the right side of the ship to see this. I just woke Brandy up. I said, hey, Brandy, you want to see the sunset? She says, and goes back to sleep. I'm going to try one more time and then we'll see.
I think the sun sucks the life out of me.
So what does she do? She pulls back the curtains to try to look out and see the sunset. There's no way she can see it very well from where she's at.
Apparently I missed a beautiful sunset. I don't know why James didn't wake me up. He said he did. Whatever.
I have video proof of it.
I don't believe it.
It just doesn't do it justice, okay? Just doesn't. Man, this is beautiful. I very rarely ever get a sunset where it's like so clear like this. I'm gonna get to see it melt into the ocean. Oh, it's starting.
I think that he just let me sleep straight through an absolutely beautiful sunset.
And there it goes. Another day down, another day in the wraps. I feel like I'm gonna cry. Okay, I gotta go in and shower now.
So tonight's elegant night. Just got a shower, did my hers, getting ready to do my makeup.
This is our third Carnival cruise, and for whatever reason, we always skip lobster night. So tonight, we're making it to lobster night. You know what would have made me feel a little bit better about what I'm wearing tonight?
Yeah.
I'm missing one accessory for tonight. One accessory that would have just topped off this whole look that I'm going for tonight. Something that would intimidate all the men around me. When they saw me, they would be like, I don't want to mess with that guy. I think you know what that thing is. A shark tooth necklace. Yeah.
I'm ready for drinks.
We do your time dining. Before we went downstairs, when we were getting around, I reserved a table. It is elegant night. So I got kind of dressed up. I'm not feeling the best today. Actually, tonight, I'm assuming it was the sun.
And probably all the boozing that she did today at Paradise Beach. Too much tequila. She only had one shot of tequila. Yeah, so we had some time to kill, right? So we decided to go down to Heroes Lounge because it's really close to our room. I went up to the bar, got myself an old-fashioned. Aidric and Brandy played a little bit of foosball game. They had something going on center stage that was called a Rio celebration. So we sat and watched the show that was going on there. It wasn't anything too spectacular. We were just killing time anyway before we went to the main dining.
We got in earlier than what the estimated time was. So we went to dinner.
For an appetizer, I got calamari. I think Brandy got calamari for her appetizer also.
Aidric got a steak.
Our server cut up his steak for him. That guy was great.
James got crawfish fettuccine.
And that was pretty good. Brandy got the lobster tail. So somebody got the lobster, right? On lobster night.
The dinner was fantastic. Service was great. We didn't get our original service gentleman, so Aidric was a little sad at first.
They had their show going on in the main dining like they always do, you know.
We had a great set of servers for tonight. They were wonderful. And the food was awesome. But after dinner, we were kind of walking around and then just standing there and we're like, where do we want to go now? And Aidric was like,
I think I'm good with just going back to the room.
And I'm like, sold.
I think you're right.
Me too.
We had a good day. I feel like today we already maxed out our fun.
So here we are, back in the room. But overall, what a great day we had today. Cozumel did it again. We loved Paradise Beach. But yeah, it was a great day. And tomorrow is a new day.
Tomorrow is our last sea day and last full day of the cruise. We're going to try and enjoy as much of it as we possibly can.
It'll be a good day tomorrow, and then we pack up and we head home.
I'm gonna miss this. It's always sad, last day of vacation. We got one more day. We slept in today. We're refreshed. We're ready to go. I'm ready to rock this sea day. Time to get up.
Look at that.
No more books today.
Get out of here.
I did.
Finally got her out of bed. Think about cruising. You could be in your room all day not realizing that there is a party happening on the other side of the ship or maybe just 2 floors down and you wouldn't even know because you've been stuck in your room cabin the whole time. Get your butt out of bed. Get out there.
Get your butt out of my face.
And enjoy your sea day. If you want to go and enjoy your sea day today, better shaping up, mister. You're not even wearing swim trunks. Were you gonna swim in PJs?
Bro, I can if I want.
He thinks he's tough because he did his first year of wrestling this year.
Then oof 'em.
Oof him? Oof him?
Like, I mean,
Is that
it's
a
like,
word?
yeah. Oof. Okay. Oh, shoot. What the heck? So, what we're gonna do today is we're gonna...
Last day of vacation.
Last sea day.
Last day. Now I'm ready to party.
So today was the last sea day that we have, which is the day before we head home. So we started our day with some breakfast.
Breakfast at the Lido Marketplace. Aidric, once again, cereal.
Aidric loves the buffet breakfast.
Cereal again. He's just been eating cereal every breakfast. I wasn't going to get anything, but then I decided to just get a whole plate of food. And yeah, so I was trying to save myself for guys, burgers, and fries, but yeah, that didn't happen. I really wasn't that hungry. It looked good, it smelled good, and cooked it up. For the breakfast and the buffet, pretty good. Not too bad. Had no issues with any of the buffet food here on the Jubilee. You know, it's buffet food, right?
My favorite place on this ship for breakfast, Blue Iguana Cantina. Favorite place. The bomb.
It's delicious, okay? It's delicious.
Breakfast burritos hit the spot. Amazingly delicious.
Today was a really relaxed, chill day. Just soaking it all in, the last day of vacation.
What to do with this sea day? What to do?
Yeah, we sat around on deck 17 overlooking the back, the tides pool for a little while. Clouds came and went today. Nice gentle breeze.
Yo, this dark cloud can get out of here already.
The ship gently swaying today, like nothing big or anything. I haven't noticed anything this whole cruise. It's been smooth sailing this whole cruise, and nice relaxing day.
I love it when I'm called Mr. James. All the bartenders call me Mr. James. Mr. James. I forgot to ask for no olives. They're spicy though. I got the spicy Bloody Marys. I hate olives. They're disgusting. They're so gross. I guess the best Bloody Marys on this ship though are on the back of deck 8. Flavortown Bar I guess has the best. The big ones with all the stuff.
Drinking my Bloody Mary. I'm a little under the weather today, but I don't know why.
Too much tequila.
Bull is successfully running each day. I don't think it's been down at all. Not that I've noticed anyways.
I think there was one day that I didn't notice that it ran.
Mardi Gras ran one day and that was it. We didn't get to do it. We booked it multiple times and they canceled it. Hopefully they fixed that issue on the Mardi Gras, but according to the Facebook social media pages, they haven't. But here on the Jubilee, that's not an issue. It's been running just fine. Aidric's trying to get me to go in the pool. I am fried. So I think the hot tub would hurt. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this today, but I'm getting in a pool. James is gonna take Aidric to the arcade, and I'm gonna go to the casino today. I'm gonna get myself a drink and walk around by myself. It's gonna feel weird.
If I were to sum up this vacation for Aidric, this cruise anyway, on the cruise ship, pools and ice cream. Every kid's dream.
Brandy got in with Aidric in the pools and stuff, and
Water in the pool was really cold. We are cruising in January, so please keep that in mind that this is probably not the normal, but kids don't give two if the water is really cold. But most of the adults were sitting around the outside with just their feet in. We got into the jacuzzi tub, met some people from our home state, had a great afternoon. Aidric and I wanted to order something from the bartender that was going around, so he got his Sprite. It was a great day back there. There was plenty of seating. Those of you that worry that there might not be seating around for you to like go to and be in the quiet little area where you can read a book, just chillax. There is the Serenity area that you can go to if you're above 18 years of age. But there's also like alongside the port side, the starboard side, like there are so many seats all the way down that were empty this ship, or today especially.
I kind of walked around the ship and I caught the ice sculpture. There was an ice sculpture out on the Lido deck, and I got a nice little spot to check that out, and it was pretty cool. They had a camera on him on the big screen so you could see exactly what he was doing wherever you're at on the Lido deck. So that was pretty cool. Nice. I think the guy made like I think it was a swan. He didn't really say what it was in the end. I'm like, what is it though? I couldn't really tell. Then we went and ate at Guy's Burgers and Fries for the first time this whole sailing. They have a little menu that you can choose from, have them make whatever kind you want. You can get just like a plain one and then kind of do your own thing with it, or you can go with one of the items on the menu.
This is the ringer. Oh yeah.
They'll serve it up to you with some French fries, and then they have these little stations where they have different sauces and different toppings and stuff like that you can put on the burger.
I really like Guy's Burgers. My burger today was real good. Along with the French fries, all the donkey sauce that I wanted. It was so good. So good.
Awesome. Everyone loves Guy's Burgers, especially as soon as it opens. At lunch, that line gets busy. I mean, it always looks like it's busier than what it is, but that line moves pretty fast, so don't be intimidated by that line. If you see it, a big line, it moves pretty quickly. All the lines do on the ship for foods.
I freaking devoured that burger. It was so good. Hey, Mama, are you gonna eat that burger, or am I gonna have to take care of it for you?
Dad is smashing this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Bruh.
So far up to this point, just chilling today. Chilling. The back of deck 8 after that, kind of switching things up. Aidric got in the hot tub back there. I just sat in a chair, sat back, and just kicked back and relaxed and did nothing. Because sometimes it's just nice to do nothing. And that's exactly what I did. Absolutely nothing. And took a very small little nap back there. So yeah, that was nice.
I really liked the back of Summer Landing. I liked the pools back there. I don't enjoy the hot tubs along the side as much as I like the hot tubs on the tide pools up on the 16th floor. The hot tubs up on the 16th floor are not as hot, and they're circular, so you don't get stuck in them. I don't even know how to explain it.
And now, come back to the room, watch the sunset. Beautiful sunset today. The sun just went completely down. Yeah, I don't have any words. Now we're getting around for dinner to finish off our last day of vacation.
We are all packed up for the most part. When we come back to our room tonight, we're going to be able to just relax and go to bed and wake up tomorrow morning. Unfortunately, get off the ship first thing in the morning.
Stick around. I don't know what we're going to get into tonight, but we're going to walk around and see what's going on this final night on the Carnival Jubilee. So we started off the night at the Marina Bar. First cocktail I've had from that bar. They have their own cocktail menu there. I got an old fashioned and
I got an espresso martini. It was pretty good.
Brandy must have enjoyed her espresso martini because she sucked it down. It was gone. Sooner than my old fashioned, they serve premium coffees at the Java Blue Cafe, but you can also get them at Marina Bar and Havana Bar. So take note of that.
Center stage, checked out the ending of a show that was happening there. On the way there, Aidric reminded us that he didn't get his lollipop yet that he wanted to get at the cherry on top. So he got a giant lollipop. We set up his card where he can make purchases, and he got another milkshake. What kind of milkshake is it, Aidric?
Black and white.
Pretty good too.
Let's go to Summer Landing.
We went to the Pig and Anchor. There was a band.
Watch the backyard band.
They've been back there a lot, our whole cruise, and
they just do a great job.
Aidric really loves that the Heroes Lounge has ice cream, and really been digging the foosball tables back there.
Let's do this. Come on, Mom.
I don't know, man. Brandy's drinking the cocktails on the last night. She still wants to go to the casino. I don't know that I should let her. For her own good. I can tell she's a little tipsy right now.
She forgot to do her points. I mean, letting her get points so we can do sudden death.
I'm the foosball champion so far. Like, I'm not a big foosball player. Up until the other day, that was my first time playing foosball in probably decades. I was never good then, still not good, but I was playing an 8-year-old. Actually, he kicked my a couple times. I still reign champion, okay? I was champion the other day, and I stole the title once again. He did beat me the one game, but I think that's because the balls just kept rolling into my goal, because the ship was, that was my excuse anyway. But anyway, I was a champion once again. I don't like to brag or anything, but I can beat 8-year-olds in foosball. Foosball champion.
You lost at foosball. First, second, last.
We went to Coastal Slice for pizza for dinner tonight.
And that was delicious as well. There was one that we hadn't had yet. It had all the toppings and it was delicious.
It was good. We got 3 different kinds of pizza. Stuffed myself. After the pizza experience, we got talking. What's next? What's next with this night? Mama said she was gonna try to win some money, okay? We all knew that probably wasn't gonna happen. Mama was feeling pretty good. I don't know what was going on. I was worried. I was a little worried, but hey, Mom's gotta do what Mom's gotta do. And Mama wanted to go to the casino. So
From here, James and Aidric went to the arcade, and I went to the adult arcade, also known as the casino.
Mama went to the adult arcade. The boys, we hit up the warehouse arcade, and we had a blast.
That's player music.
We played the best games in that arcade. So out of the 2 days that we went to the arcade, we played all the best ones, and we had a blast doing it too. But I will tell you one thing, you can't win on any of these games.
I don't know what's more of a ripoff, the casino or the arcade.
Arcade.
Jeez.
They're set up to, like, even if you're doing good, you had to put more money in to continue regardless. Like, it's like they make you feel like you're winning, and then, like, you're not really winning because they just want to keep taking your money. So yeah, it's kind of like the casino. It's exactly like the casino. We were deep in the middle of the game, and Mom's texting me saying she already lost like so much money.
Popcorn bonus.
I just like to tap my card, tappy, 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 tappy.
Yeah, it just takes your money. Just takes your money, right?
I knew I wasn't gonna win anything until the last night, but it was fun for 5 minutes.
So Mama, she lost all her money.
Anybody sitting here losing money?
But, you know, she's doing her own thing. Mom had fun.
I'm here at Dr. Eats, approximately 7 drinks too deep.
We had a good time. We didn't spend as much as she did. Well, we might have. I don't know. I haven't checked it out. Probably not. She also decided to go shopping too. She bought something else, but
I was walking back to the room, or back to the arcade, to meet up with the guys, and I saw this bag that I've been eyeing. I look over, and it was like glowing. I said, I like that bag. She goes, $10. I said, done. Grabbed the bag and on my merry little way.
you know, that's what happens when you leave Mama after she's had some cocktails with the ship card.
Sad night here on the Jubilee. I made my way back up to the arcade where the boys were, and then we headed in for the night. Yep, I got back to the room and I crashed out. Dunzo.
It was a great sea day. It was a day of doing nothing. I loved it a lot.
It was a good last day. No regrets here on this cruise. We all had a good time.
In the beginning, we asked, would this cruise surprise us or would it just be more the same? Well, to answer that up front, yes, in many ways, it was very similar to our experience on the Mardi Gras. But there were definitely some noticeable improvements with this newer iteration of the XL class ships. And we absolutely loved getting to explore ports that were brand new to us. The Carnival Jubilee is one of Carnival's largest and newest ships, and over the course of our 7-day sailing, we heard a wide range of opinions from fellow cruisers. Some people actually prefer Carnival's slightly older ships, saying that they have more personality and character, whereas the XL class ships can feel a bit too modern or straightforward in design. We totally get that perspective, but with so many activities and complimentary dining options, there was always something to do. And honestly, the value of all those included eateries made a huge difference. Speaking of activities, Bolt the roller coaster was running almost every single day, which was a huge plus compared to our experience on the Mardi Gras. And while we didn't catch every show, the entertainment we did see was great. There's no shortage of options. From a personal standpoint, this cruise was extra special. It was Aidric's first vacation with just Mom and Dad, so he had our full attention. And it was also his first time in a balcony cabin. We loved exploring 2 brand new ports, and it was also our very first time sailing out of Galveston, Texas. Overall, we found the main dining service to be better than our last Mardi Gras cruise, and while the food quality can vary from ship to ship, we were generally pleased. Now, a couple things worth noting. While we really enjoyed sailing out of Galveston, we still think Florida's cruise ports are the gold standard when it comes to smooth embarkation and debarkation. They've really streamlined that process.
Waiting is my favorite thing to do. Ready to get off the ship and get home?
On board, the mattresses were firmer than we'd prefer, but we've since learned, thanks to tips from our viewers, that you can request a mattress topper from your stateroom attendant, so keep that in mind. Overall, if you haven't tried one of Carnival's newest, largest ships, we absolutely recommend giving Carnival Jubilee a shot. We booked this cruise because we scored a great deal on a 7-day itinerary and wanted to explore some new ports. But talking with other cruisers on board, And hearing the love for Carnival's older ships got us thinking, maybe it's time to try something a little different next time. And we did.
But overall, this was a great cruise. We had a great time.
I enjoyed it. I really did. Love you guys. If you have anything to say, leave a comment down below. So, that's it. Carnival Jubilee.
Do not worry, friends. We have more vacations coming up and we have some exciting things planned. So stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and follow along. Watch our journey. Tell your friends. All the things. Because we really do have fun with this. Okay. We made it back. Oh. That hiccups.
Our family just wrapped up a 7-day cruise on the Carnival Jubilee, and we're going to tell you all about it. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Oh my God, look at that onboard account. Ugh.